roster update. Got some new diamonds out there. Alrighty. Kilo, he's here checking the bucks. You're almost top 50. Good going, Kilo. Battle Royal program. We got some business to finish. 79 points. The century's kind of screwed up. Let's just forfeit this one. Lost a game last time I was on. I was just trying to rush through quickly. Alright, whole lot of nothing there. Let's get a new entry in. Hey, what's up, Josh? How are you doing, buddy? Thanks for the message and thinking about me. Yeah, we'll talk to you in a bit. Boy, Tucker, I know I hit well with, but I think it's too tempting to try out Jeter, so let's grab Jeter. Crud. Who do I need to work on here? I think we finished Hall, right? Yeah, we finished Hall. What's up, Joe? How's everything going, Joe? You enjoying the show this year? Do we want to go to Hada or Adamas? Probably Tahada first. He has better power. I guess. What's up, TML Star? We were working on Stubbs, so we'll get him. Hopefully, get him finished up. And then I have Zuniga done. I need to do Herbert still. We have some progress there. Man, shoot. I don't know if I want to get Soto or Schwarber. Positions to Schwarber play left field. How slow is he? Probably going to plop him over at first base. Just too good of a hitter to pass on. Let's grab the lefty. Montcastle, I'm surprised he's not a little bit higher after the update. He's had a pretty good start to the year. He's getting there. Rogers is a pretty effective pitcher. I think we'll grab him, especially with his inside edge. Moving up, Trevino. How's Trevino catching? He's so slow, but he has diamond defense. He might save us a run. I was going to grab Bruhan, but he's going the wrong way. He does have a sinker. I guess we'll grab the sinker baller. I like to see a Suzuki. It's too bad he's got the edge going down. Polanco is a good one, though, too. Reynolds is always good. Let's get him. Liam Hendricks just showed up on that round. Hendricks is free from cancer, so I was happy to see that yesterday. Let's see. I mean, Reggie's got big pop against righties, so hopefully we face right-hand pitching. Reggie and Schwarber in there. Haven't played the show. Have a corneal ulcer in the right eye. And can't see. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. No, is it really? God damn it. I didn't know that. That's the worst news I've gotten this week, Rubes. What's up, Kev? How are you doing? Yeah, hopefully finish up yard today. Obviously didn't stream yesterday, and really thought about streaming golf for a little bit today because, personally, baseball kind of feels like pain right now. But we'll see what happens. It's not over till the proverbial lady sings. Kev is an awesome guy, and if you would like to help out children in need, please check out cdservices.org. And Josh was just here on a call, so we put in Josh's seriousfun.org as well, which also provides services to kids that are in need and going through a lot in real life. So both of you guys got your heart in the right place. Good to see you. Yeah, dude, I hate Moonshot. Did they bring back the rewind pack? Do you happen to know? I know you don't have the game, but I know you put up with some of us show creators. Carlos Santana would be okay. Pinch hitter, I guess. Pretty happy with the team. I mean, I'll probably go out here and lose with them, but yeah, Moonshot just... Here's my thing with Moonshot for anybody that hasn't heard my spiel before. Moonshot just takes forever. Like, it's supposed to be a fast raining game, and then you go play Moonshot, and it's just a ton of runs. And if you go on the road, you're going to inevitably play somebody that plays in a minimalized stadium with maximum elevation, and it's just going to take forever to get through those games. And it's like, this is taking so long, I may as well have played ranked and enjoyed the cards that I really want to use. So I'll go take a look at the Moonshot thing. I forgot about it actually coming out today. Tomorrow is my daughters are both getting baptized, and then the following day we are going to go to the circus, and that following day is my youngest. It's her actual second birthday. So if you don't see me a lot over the weekend, that's the reason why. But yeah, let's check out this event. Todd Helton's there. It's another set one card, which I guess we have came to expect, and they got the stupid rewinds going, so it just makes everything kind of worthless, in my estimation, to have the rewind packs in there. So I don't know. I've had a lot of stuff I like about this year's game. That's not one of them. I know Wags and other people feel differently because they don't want to feel like they have to play every single event, but we don't rewind World Series and stuff this early in the year. I don't really understand the logic behind doing it with regards to the show, but you know, it's just a game in pixels, and they'll do what they want. Man, Abreu's came down quite a ways from being the American League MVP not that long ago. All right, so Stubbs needs as many at-bats as we can get out of him, probably. But for the sake of winning, we'd like to line up this lineup as well as we can, too. Adames probably needs to hit higher. We got switch. That breaks up the handedness of right. Guess we could go like that. Although Jeter's not really somebody I would consider part of the lineup guy. What's up, Tight Spot? Let me shout out the buddies that stream. Real Tight Spot, Rubes, TML Star, our man Joe. Yeah, hope everybody's having a good, start to the weekend or getting ready for the weekend. That was a cool parrot that you saw, Rubes, on your walk with Triumph this morning. And you said it was a wild parrot. You don't think it's somebody's bird? Like, are there wild parrots just flying around out in that area? Because I don't think I've ever seen a wild parrot. Well, my week will get better because my daughters are getting baptized, and we're going to have a birthday party. So I'm going to have fun whether I want to or not, Nate. But I emailed everybody in the Nevada State Legislature before I got on, so I will. My word is my bond, right? I will fight this thing till the bitter end, as much as a fan can. So I'll try not to talk about it too much. It's something where it's emotionally charged, and if anybody comes in trolling, you guys get them, or I'll get them, because I don't really have the patience for it, especially right now. So here we go. Let's play some baseball, because yeah, that's what we need. Slam Diego bench warmers. But Nate's great. Hope you guys check out Nate. Doing all right. Final break for the week. Hope we're grinded this weekend. Want to see 500 plus XP. Yeah, I'm probably not playing that much this weekend, but who knows? Maybe we'll find a special glitch in the game and cheat everything. All right, here's what do they call him? The captain, right? Derek Jeter. All right, Wishbone's pausing. When I was small, I guess when you're small you think a lot of stupid stuff. But I was small, I thought if you found a wishbone, like whatever your wish was like going to come true. Probably from seeing it like on a cartoon or something. I forgot what Rubes tweeted about. He said he thought he would deal with something a lot more due to cartoons. Oh, I think it was Electric Eels one day on Twitter. That and Quicksand. I think those were all popular in the 80s. Just the old troops that they would throw into situation comedies and different things. You ever get the weird spam text messages where it's like a freaking bizarro email address that shows up as the texter? I just got one of those things. I had, what is it? I think it's malware antibytes on my phone that was kind of helping protect some of those coming through, but it seems like it's not as effective anymore. God, I hate that if I'm falling asleep. And then my phone's either vibrating or goes off, and it's just BS. It's like, wow, this is great. All right, I'm swinging at everything to start. Probably should have took BP. Always should have took BP. All right, the captain will. He hit it on the screws. I just didn't turn on it. Hit it on the screws is an old golf term. We used to have screws in the driver face or in the 3-wood face, and if you hit it on the screws, you hit it like right in the center of the club. That's where that originated. Reynolds gonna pop out, so that's a Reynolds wrap. He sees one pitch. John Means is cruising here so far. Oh, it's Zach Attack. How's Zach Attack doing? Didn't get on top of it. Those of you that are moderators, I didn't ping everybody, but I updated Mod Discord just with some sponsorships and stuff that are coming to the stream over the next week or so. So if you guys have a chance to look, that would be awesome. It's just more, occasionally people have like, you know, smart aleck comments, and if I have a sponsor that happen to pop into the chat or something, I don't want them to seem like we're dragging them. All right, Herbert. He's my second favorite Herbert behind Family Guy Herbert. Zach, is this the weekend that you guys go to Nationals, or is it not? Not for a while still. I was hoping you chased down. Oh, July. So you got plenty of time ahead. Left one thing out about it. All right. Oh, 7 a.m. Well, you know what? In June, I'm going to shift back to the nights. Late June, I'll shift back to the night. So I'll probably be up. Maybe get to check that out. I thought you said there's going to be the live stream. Kenny. Hey, I like Kenny. I liked Kenny Official too. Welcome back, Kenny. Why the name change? I've never changed the name here. I could probably get a name that is not being used somewhere, but I haven't done so. I think they let the moderators like bump inactive names. Oh yeah, that was a nice win for Golden State. Obviously, much needed win for sure. Did he retire or retire? Did he step down or did they fire him? I didn't know that about Nurse. In charge of it, see how it goes. Always change it because you're weird. Yeah, I don't think it's weird. It's fun to keep things fresh. Oh, he got fired. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, he was kind of the darling of the league as a rookie head coach and ran the box and won on Curry, and Golden State struggled a little bit. They had a lot of injuries in that finals, of course. But, yeah, I thought he would have been toast of the town of Toronto for 15, 20 years or however long he wanted the job. Players turned on him. That's wild. I'm sure somebody's going to want to pick him up as a potential head coach. At least I would think so. Decent resume, and yeah, he's only had one stop so far. Yeah, Golden State absolutely had to win that game. I was a little surprised. I thought the Kings were probably going to pull that off without Draymond and without GP2. So now they got to take care of business game 3. Or excuse me, game 4. Game 3 they took care of business. Hey, what's up, Justin? They do that, I think they got a shot to go steal game 5 on the road. Those have been close games in Sacramento. I think you'd rather deal with game 5. I guess that's obvious, than let it go to a game 7. Game 7 would just be nuts in Sacramento. I swung up ball 4. That swing won't work. Overextended it. I mean, they made adjustments. Kings role players, I thought, shot a lot worse on the road, which is usually standard for the playoffs. Those hostile environments are tough for road players. And I think some of the Warrior guys probably performed a little better at home, too. Looney did such a great job. Warriors had 100 field goal attempts. yesterday. I think that was tied for the second highest on the season. I'm having some bad ones. I'm having a hard time waiting back on the ball. I don't like the empowerment jerseys, personally. I thought the official name was the women's suffrage jersey, but it just seems like such a hypocritical thing to have Anthony Lamb on the team with the suffrage jerseys this season. And I know Lamb's not guilty till he's proven guilty and all that, but it gives me a sick feeling whenever he's out there running around. Plus, I think the jerseys are hideous. But you know what? Justin likes them, so more power to you. And I may not be the demographic they're trying to appeal to. It's probably something that younger NBA fans might like more than old heads and old timers like myself. Wish I had the change up to throw low. This guy was kind of chasing over the top a bit earlier. Yeah, here's the deal, Marcus, and I know you're being sincere. I'm going to try not to talk about it much. Plus, nothing's settled, although, you know, it doesn't look good. Direct you guys there, and just for future deal, like, it's probably not something I want to talk about unless I bring it up myself. Because it's just going to get me into a negative deal. So, for now, let's not talk about it too much. Although I did kind of allude to it because I missed yesterday. Sort of processing my thoughts. But I don't mean to jump on you. I appreciate you being here as a viewer and stuff. But some people are definitely looking to troll or try to be like soft trolls and sneak in little jabs. It's been going on for years. I mean, that happens with any streamer with regards to their teams. So going to be very, very little tolerance for that in this stream. Not directed towards Marcus, but those that do want to come in here and be idiots will be shown the door. So anyways, I put in that command. I would strongly urge you to check out Casey Pratt in particular out of that group. Has a lot of information about what's going on. And yeah, it's far from over, but we'll see what actually happens with regards to the whole situation. They're not going to bench Draymond, Justin. You just noticed? I was talking to you, but you maybe... There's a certain guy from Indiana that I think it was live. You might be checking him out. I wanted to pop in, but I was kind of dragging around here. Anyhow, I was talking to you about that parrot. Oh, yeah, no problem. I thought you might be checking out our buddy, which is all good, too. I mean, your time, you spend it however you like. But... yeah, do you see parrots often? Rubes tweeted out a parrot when he was out on a walk with his dogs today. He was just chilling in the tree. I think he called it a wild parrot. But do you think it's like an escaped pet? Or are there actually wild parrots there? I remember you have a flock of wild parrots. Oh, that's cool. I remember seeing iguanas in... I'm trying to remember where I went. Puerto Vallarta, I think. And that was really cool to see those up in the trees. But, yeah, I'm not really used to seeing parrots or anything. I should have just got the lead runner. I guess he was in motion. Flock that lives down the street from you guys. Do they cause damage? Are they considered like an invasive species? Or do people just like them because, like, hey, here's a wild parrot. And, like, you don't see that every day. And now Gwen's going to make me pay. And that's my fault. I mean, I screwed up defensively. This is a super winnable game, too. He's going to round in and get to... Well, it was a super winnable game until I did that because I'm not hitting well yet. But yeah, I tried running in there on Gwen, and Rogers is a soft thrower. They're annoying and loud. I'm not sure if they're considered evasive. Oh, I haven't faced enough batters. Brados, nobody asked, but that's interesting, I guess. Don't drink that pool water. I saw a sign once. I think it was at a gym I belonged to for a while. May have been somewhere else, but it said like, enjoy our ool. You notice we kept the P out, and so should you. You guys have hawks by you. Every now and then you see a hawk go after one of them. Yeah, the ool. Enjoy the ool. Let's see. Do we have a good lefty masher or a good righty? Good spot. Santana. His contact's terrible. I guess we just stay with Sean Murphy. Hopefully get on base. Are they mostly green rubes like that one that we got to see today? The plumage.
1-1.
No P allowed. Oh, what's up, Bo Diggity? How are you doing, buddy?
2-1. Ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
I think that one's gonna get caught. Dang it. It almost carried out a play. But, decent at bat going wrong. Just waking up. How's Mr. Rube doing? Yeah, don't you pee in the ool, right? How dare you? Get that PCI where it needs to go, and this is not what I wanted. Come on, Jeter. One time, Jeter, do something smart. I don't know. I'm just starting. You can see this isn't going well, so not great. This guy loves to jump every time you hit the ball, so that'll do. Winnable game. Key grounder that I misplayed, and that opened the door for him. Should have been an error on me. It was an error. It was out to get out of the inning, so definitely deserved the loss. But yeah, let's just play it. We got Herbert done, so that helps. And let's see. Oh, Danielle bot must not be working, right? Or Nightbot isn't. BR program. We are 83 points in, so hopefully finish it today. At least finish it to 100 and get one of these guys. So we got the gold choice, then we get the diamond, ballin, tin pack. What do we need to focus on now? Stubbs, right? Stubbs needs to get his points, and we just got started with the Damas. Of course, winning would help. And then the missions, we've hit the 15,000, but it's like a lot of games to get the 25,000, but we'll get there one way or another here in a minute. Pick Griffey, very glitchy. Is he better than last year's early game Griffey, you think, Bo? I haven't really compared the stats or any of that stuff. All the early game set 1 things are kind of wild to me. Let's see. I'd like to get somebody under 1,500 considering I just choked a game, so that would be great. A lot better than Salvation Army Griffey than last year. I thought I was already in the search queue. I was just checking to see if I had any emails or anything. Hey, there we go. Somebody that took a loss. Try to give him another one. So we finished Herbert. I guess we just pitch whoever we want now. Moving forward. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the antibiotics I think are helping quite a bit. Don't have so much cough. They also gave me like prescription cough medicine or something like that too. So yeah, it's probably a win-win deal. that combination. I still have a couple more days to go. It's one of those like you take two. I guess it's called Z Pack. You take two of them the first day, and then you take one. They're sequentially numbered, like day 2, day 3, whatever, through day 5. Yeah, he was cool. Like I didn't even have to go in to tell me like, hey, we haven't checked your blood in a while, so please go do that. So I need to do it. But let's see. Man, Blake Snell's par on that circle change is just huge. You don't know where it's going to go, even if you get a perfect release.
2 balls, no strikes.
What the heck? What's this, Brados? Time it took to reach the valuation of $100 billion. Google, Facebook, Rivian, Amazon, Tesla, Microsoft, Netflix, Apple, Starbucks, McDonald's, Nike, Disney, inflation adjusted. Dude, you should go to the doctor. Money, money, money. Padres got you guys Wednesday. What's the next company you think it's 100 billion valuation? Probably one founded by Josh, but
0-1.
is there a company that's close? I don't think Twitter is going to hit it the way they're going.
1 ball, no strikes.
Need to set up the regular doctor. Hate waiting to be seen. Yeah, that is annoying. This was just a video call, so that was really nice. That it worked out that way. Told him what was going on, and he just got me set up.
2-2. Now,
I put my phone on the tripod, and I turned on all the lights in here too, so look like a professional streamer being seen by my doctor. Lost 18 billion valuation yesterday or something like that. His rocket blew up, Twitter blew up, etc. Here it takes 2 or 3 weeks to be seen. What I don't like is going to the doctor and having to sit there and wait. And there's people hacking and coughing around you, and maybe you're already not feeling good if that's the reason you're being seen, or if it's just a routine checkup. Like, oh, hey, I feel good. Let me get in here with a bunch of sick people. I wish they would get you into the rooms faster. But I'm sure that business model works for them. Oh, owner of TikTok. Yeah, that deal's making a lot of money. For now. We'll see if they start getting banned everywhere. Josh, I've been thinking about that paper project, and I haven't looked it up. I'm gonna do a bunch of folds one of these days. Josh put it in my Discord lounge. There's a special way to fold paper or to cut paper, and it makes it look like it has almost like a dorsal fin on it. And I want to get the kids and see if we can learn how to do it, and then probably eventually look it up. But if you look, there's like 2 pieces that are cut on a little bit of an angle, and they form a perfectly smooth deal. So Josh will donate to charity throughout a challenge for anybody in my community. Just put them in the Discord lounge and let Josh know that you're trying it. It's up the lounge, but it's pinned if you guys want to see what it is. He also posted a video of it, so that'll benefit Josh's favorite charity, the Serious Fun one. So check that out if you guys haven't done so. Let's see. He's chasing me in the rundown. And man, I thought Jeter was in. I thought he took too long to get that throw out. Alright, that didn't work. I mean, it worked for my opponent to get me out, but not for me. And he's pitching Sanchez. Sanchez does have the sinker ball. Yeah, video calls is kind of cool. It's like, yeah, just see me when you're ready. Sit here with my phone ready to go. That one's gone. We see the first baseman's head sink over. So, bang. A Schwarbomb from Schwarber. I'll have some giveaways coming up over the next month. The moderators are privy to what's coming, so stay tuned to the stream. Some sports collectibles. Almost never go to the office now. More than 100 years ago. Nokia, Toshiba, Nintendo. I thought Nintendo was like a bike company, like way back. Coke, Renault, Fiat, Cadillac, Ford, Harley, Hitachi, BMW, IBM, Boeing, Panasonic. What was Boeing originally, Brados? Do you have like the information there? I'm trying to remember the timeline of the Wright brothers, if they were 100 years ago now, or more. Probably. So I don't know if Boeing started as like an airplane company. Miss your Nokia flip phone. I miss my Nokia brick. Play some Snake on that bad boy. Those things just lasted forever. I guess there's a movement for younger people, or some younger people, that are like on the minimalist kick to get those older types of phones now and get them running again. Probably a whole lot less distraction because we always have like a little computer in our pocket now at every time. And I always said like all I care about is just being able to make calls, but eventually I gave him to other things. Oh hey, that is big hype. If you guys got the hype button, hype emotes, bang them in here. That's 1 year for our buddy from Australia, Big Pump Taco. Thanks Taco, we'll write your name up on the wall. And been missing you. Yeah, I think you came in, you know, like last month with the resub, but I haven't got to chat with you much. Are you enjoying the show? And I'll be back to American Demon Hours in about 2 months for a while, and then I kind of value being asleep in the night, so who knows, but we'll do a session of that for a few months at least, and maybe weekends on the day time. Twitter trend. Well, I got other stuff I'm doing on Twitter right now, but if you start at Bodiggity, I'll be happy to share to my almost 4,000 followers over on Twitter. A lot of bots probably following me. I got 4,000 almost on Twitter. Most of those are graphics accounts. Stream in while you're sleeping. I'm sorry, buddy. I botched that deal. Here's Schwarber. I gotta get my defense popping. This is pretty sus. Well, that's enough for Smell. I just thought lefty. Let's leave him in there. Right, mound visit. Let's see. Montero. Dude, are you Demon Hours again? Because I thought you were. Well, I mean, you just said good morning to me a little bit ago, so I guess you are back to Demon Hours. I thought you fixed your sleep schedule, Bo Diggity. I never know what's going on with that. Scored 3 runs and now I'm just hacking out here. Throwing garbage over the place. Didn't go to bed till 5. It's kind of a bad feeling when you're having a good time and you're staying up and then the sun starts coming up. It's like, maybe I overdid it. It's a little too late. MLB grind is not helping. Taco, how's your team going, buddy? Taco's a really good player. We met, I believe, in an event initially. I don't think I've ever beat Taco. Pretty stacked. Those of you playing ranked or have a ranked lineup, are you primarily going with set 1 players, or are you trying to lean onto the core players? Every time I see set 1, like all these new charisma cards that are coming out today, I just kind of shrug and feel like, that's great, it's going to expire. But, I mean, I guess it lasts long enough. Reggie on the back pedal grabs that one. Skinny Mac is great. Are you hitting well with him? Somebody told me the swing wasn't good, but I don't care. I'm glad they got him to look right and got his swing right from his rookie year, because he kind of changed a lot of his approach and fundamentals at the plate, and his body type changed a lot as well. This guy got it stolen. Slide or slurve in the dirt. Got a homer. Nice. Right, Montcastle on the bag. He'll step there. And here we go. There's Sean Murphy.
The catcher, Sean Murphy. Your attention, please. Now, Jorge Lopez.
There's Jorge Lopez coming out of the bullpen. Sure, I agree with you. A lot of people get into this and that, and if a card works well for you, what does it matter? But yeah, just curious how you're doing with them. I'm glad so far so good for you, because I haven't used him. I guess Moonshot I can use McGuire, so that'll be good. Try to finish up this BR and then play through that event. At least it's my assumption we can use whatever we want in stupid Moonshot thing. Here's Jeter. You're a top 50 player in my heart, buddy. Plus, it's overrated. There's so many people that get a top 50 banner over the years. And then so many of them kind of cling to it as like a claim to fame. Like, I'm a top 50 player. No, you were a top 50 player once. If you're not doing it consistently, then, you know, I don't want to say it's a fluke. Like, it's a nice accomplishment, but only MLB The Show has like 1,000 top 50 players in it. Reynolds. Banging it. Sorry, I haven't done any uploads. I need to get some going to YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, and I will over this weekend, especially. There's a Schwarbaum. It's going to get 2 in this game. We're breaking it open there. No need to jump at that one. Not going to get it. It's going to tweak or oblique or something. Just played a game, having fun with it. Takes 6 months to build a Rolls Royce. 13 hours to build a Toyota. Which one will last longer, though? Take a picture, it'll last longer, right? No, I guess Rolls Royce should last a long time. And that baby's gone. It's going to be back-to-back-to-back jacks. Leah Damas. Obviously the Toyota. He's staying with Lopez too long. That baby's crushed. That one's not going to get out. Can we get in inside the park homer? No. We'll just take the double. Kilo shows up in chat and I start smashing homers.
All ones the count.
No, I know. You were the first one to chat, buddy. I was just trying to hype you up. I was trying to dab you up, Kilo. Toyota for the working class, folks. Brados, you're full of facts today. I love it, buddy.
Your attention, please.
Did the Roosters play this week already, Brados, or are they playing like tonight or something? I haven't really checked on any of the NRL stuff. I'm very much a Chevy guy, but probably shouldn't be, but I am. My dad was kind of a Chevy guy, and I sold Chevrolets and Cadillacs when I worked in the auto industry. And Mazda's a good company, Bo Diggity. Come on. Maybe they are. Yeah, okay. Though. How about the workers here in the U.S.? Is Mazda taking care of them? I don't think so. Going to the game Tuesday. Only if you get better by then. Pickup is still running? Sadly, he says. I didn't know Mazda made... You sure it's a Mazda and not like a Datsun or something? If it's still running? I'm trying to remember what the Mazda trucks look like. It's a Mazda. No, I know you know what it is. I mean, it's your vehicle. Yeah, Braille, you got to get better. You need to go see the doctor so you can be ready for the Anzac Day game. We get a win. A win is a win. Lost the first game, so it's in 86. Hey, I don't blame you then for being a Mazda guy if it's held up that long. Let's see. Program. We're on 84. Probably get done with studs in a game or two. The total mission thing would push us to 100, but that's a lot of PXP. Big Plump Taco, he's a great guy. Doesn't stream a lot. He got to working in the restaurant business, and he works like crazy hours. Young fella, there in Australia. But he's a really good player, so I hope you guys will check him out. How's the event? It's going to be a nightmare, huh? It's going to be super high scoring, I think. Tacos on the wall. Everybody subscribe. No, most of you guys, I think in here are subscribers. And if you're not, apologize, but thank you for sticking around through the ad breaks. When we do run some ads, which is not at this moment. Let's get back to it because these 16 points are not going to appoint themselves, right? So we got to go get them. Then we can try to get McGuire's PXP up. Can somebody explain why Edwin, not in free agency, does SDS know he's out for the year? I saw some report, at least I thought I did, that said he's hopeful to come back this year. But yeah, that card's annoying, right? Because it's pricey. And it sits there as an obstacle. But those of you that just finished up your collections like Bo Diggity did, you're probably going to feel ticked off if somebody like myself doesn't have to buy it. Oh, the 90s don't usually go. No, Tatis did. Yep, Zach beat you to it. He's like, I know what you're typing. What do you guys think about the Tatis Chase card? I feel like the Chase card should be core. Like, spend all your money ripping packs, and then, yeah, make it your wild card, or else.
Well, that's off the plate.
Dude, some of the wells are wild. Have you looked up the spotted sea lion? I think it's a spotted sea lion. From Antarctica. Those dudes are vicious hunters. Spotted seal, maybe. I think it's spotted seal. Squeeze me for getting sea lions as prospect on the day. But yeah, whales are super interesting. Just makes you laugh. You're gonna start calling them the heart of the blue whale as an insult now. The heart of the sea, right? Like Titanic.
0-1.
So I went whale watching once. I think I've told the story previously, and it was off, obviously off the West Coast because I'm not here on the West Coast. And it was out in Monterey. Water was really choppy. My wife got sick, and I got sick from watching her get sick. She was my fiance at the time. So I don't know if you're prone to upset stomach or something, maybe don't do it. But whales kind of stink. We did get to see some whales while we were out there, and they have a unique smell, which isn't great. So that was something that I remembered. But it was cool to see them, just kind of drifting along out there in the ocean. We got fairly close, but that boat was swaying a lot from side to side. So, yeah, I don't think I'll ever do it again, unless maybe the kids want to do it. We didn't buy any of that stuff. I think there's something you can put behind your ears, or I don't really know what it does. It's supposed to help with seasickness or motion sickness. Cruise ship, I never have had that problem, but that little boat, yeah, sucked. But I don't remember what type of well it was, to be honest. Don't think it was a blue well.
Ball, that's outside.
You ever been on a cruise, get seasick? Cruise is so big and so minimal, the rocking, that I think you would do okay, unless you're just like super prone to getting seasick. Honestly, don't remember seeing like people throwing up over the side of the boat or any of that type of thing, unless they've been drinking the whole time. Turning it into a booze cruise or something. Hey, Edward Cabrera, here's a MLB legend. MLB The Show legend. Oh, nice pitch. Man, I thought that was dumping out of the strike zone. And I dropped the PCI. Did deep sea fishing one time. Got really sick when you were younger.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
Oh, that was such a late
One ball,
swing.
one strike.
Thought I was really putting a good swing on it, but I wasn't. He goes right back to it. Sinker ball. I don't think that's going to get out. Is it? No. Started carrying more than I thought I was going to.
Ball, that's inside.
Yeah, I rolled over on it. Needed the sinker speed for that timing to be alright. I got finessed. I got played. Alright. I guess we'll try Herbert, although we don't need him anymore. Yeah, let's avoid it as best we can. I'm sure I'll talk about it at times, but it's just gonna get me ticked off. However, just since it came up again, I do want you guys to know this is not a done deal. This is an agreement to buy land. This is not
1 and 1.
certified. This is not through Nevada's legislator. This is not through their government. This is not past the owners for relocation. So it's got a long ways to go. I'm gonna fight it as much as I can as a fan, and then if they leave, then what can you do? But at least I'll know that I tried. All right, we'll get the strikeout. But yeah, it sucks. People have the misconception that there's no fans out here, and man, I kind of miss this just facing a single batter. Trying to finesse the game, but we have to face Sogard. But yeah, people think like there's no fans and there's no attendance figures are bad and this and that, and it's true, but it's because they've gutted the team and they've raised prices. And the movie Major League, I mean, it's a comedy, but there's a lot of parallels to actually what's happening with real life here, and that they've tried to suppress the fans from going there. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of fans in this area. Giants might be the more popular team these days, but there's still a lot of folks out in this region where I'm at, and guarantee you a lot out in the Bay Area that still support, even if we're not attending games. There's going to be a reverse boycott on June 13th. That'll be pretty full of fans. Well, listen, just told Bo Diggity, like it's one I'm not trying to talk about a whole lot. I'll probably talk to you guys more about it, maybe in Discord or something at times, because if I get into it, it's going to get me into a negative deal. But just like I told Bo right now and anybody else listening, it's far from a done deal. So, fight it as much as we can. with the limited resources that we have. And if you go down fighting on something, even like something political, I always encourage you guys to vote. And I know you may not care one way or the other about politics, but at least you know if you voted, you took that correct action and try to get the desired outcome that you want. Before I got live, I emailed every single member of the Nevada State Legislature, and I'm going to be doing stuff like that, not harassing, not being a jerk, or getting myself in trouble, but gave them all the reasons why I think they should avoid allowing the relocation there. And if I was those guys, I wouldn't want to deal with Fisher. I'd want my own franchise coming in that can be theirs and not the A's. But whatever happens, and life will go on, and I may not care to stream baseball at some point, and that might be temporary, and that might be permanent, and we'll just deal with it as we get there. For now, we have the season, and I'll make the best of it, even though this team is steaming garbage on the field. Yeah, Salt Lake doesn't make any sense to me. Salt Lake seems like a bad location. It's such a small population out there. But maybe they're just clamoring for professional sports or something too that I don't know about. Yeah, I kind of feel like Salt Lake's pipe dream spot. I think Nashville's getting an expansion. I think Vegas could get expansion if this falls through. I think the hidden thing that I haven't seen a lot of comment about is there's probably a desire for Major League Baseball to be in the gambling hub of the country, which is in Nevada. So much of this stuff is, DraftKings and FanDuel and this and that. And then we have the suspensions today in the NFL. It used to be such a big thing to avoid, any tie to gambling when it came to professional sports. And now it's like a full embrace. It's changed drastically over like the last decade or so. Your team had top attendance in Salt Lake. Somebody can play in the outfield, right? At least I hope so. I feel like I need to make the move to try to score runs. We'll send up Abreu, and then I'll see if I can shift Montcastle to the outfield or something. Hey, what's up, Chaos? Yeah, Nashville's probably... seems like everything I've read is like Nashville. We'll get it too. Chaos, you going to go to the Anzac Day game? I was talking to Brados about it a bit earlier. Trying to get a run on the board here.
At the ball.
Oh, having an event. Right on.
That's out.
I chased it. Get it for the Dawn service. That's not going to work. So now my defense is going to be worse. This is kind of a torch run. I lost the first game anyways, but I was trying to grind through and pick up some of the program points. All right, so Montcastle plays left. It's going to be rough defensively, but then again, BR is always kind of that way. Go back to yours, barbecue and footy. Oh, that's nice. I definitely didn't fail to draft left-handers in the pin. Just kind of realizing I got too many of them over there right now.
Inside, ball 1.
10 cards away from Chipper. Do you think you'll keep Chipper long term as your wild card, Mike, or is there like an Angels card that you want to keep? I doubt Glosses is going to be as good as Chipper, but then again, Glosses was an Angel. Him or a Hope. Didn't a Hope get injured yesterday? I thought I read that he got injured on a swing. God, that felt like it was a good location. Just jammed it out there. So now more of a deficit. Always get up for the dawn service, bright and early. So I don't think I've talked to you guys about the dawn service stuff. How does that work, Chaos? So dawn service, is it just everybody gets up and watches something nationally on television? Or do you guys like go to I don't know if it's like go to the churches, or if there's like a parade to honor those that have passed away, we're talking about Anzac Day, which is like, I think the American equivalent of like Veterans Day. very big holiday there for Australia and New Zealand, as they have like a combined services to honor their vets. Yeah, there's like the Ace fans are pretty loyal. People like to think like, oh, there's no fans or whatever. They've tried to suppress this thing, so you'll probably see a lot of it on my feed. Feel free to mute me, but I'll be tweeting about this until we reach a resolution. Do you think he was a front runner? So you go down to the park area, like a club or a pub. You live near the army barrack, so they have Big Day. Oh, Jeter. Oh, he did catch that. I thought he dropped it for some reason out of that animation. Yeah, if you go through, like, a lot of it's been me retweeting. My most recent, like, kind of personal tweet or original tweet was quote tweeting the Port Authority of Oakland, the guy that's elected to that position, saying, you know, what should we do? Who should we contact? Dude, the mayor is in a weird spot because she just got elected. She got elected by 700 votes, so she doesn't really have that much capital, or whatever they like to say. She doesn't have a mandate, right, to do whatever she wants. But it seems like she's actually trying. She's been so silent about everything with regards to all of the stuff that's been ongoing. We the A's fans, I think in general, had an impression that she wasn't trying to get anything done. But the report is Athletics ownership asked her to keep everything quiet, don't negotiate in the media, and they've been negotiating through a mediator, and they've been negotiating up this week, even through Wednesday, and then Wednesday night they dropped the bomb on her. Is what her side of the story is, and that seems to be the case. So I think we're going for a power play on, we're buying land, you guys better give us what we want. But now it's like the Oakland is walking away from the table. Although they're saying like we might come back to the table, but they're walking away from the table right now, and now it seems like the A's are stuck on this path to Vegas. And Fisher's background is trying to be a real estate developer. He's failed at it numerous times, but you know, his buying a plot of land isn't that big a deal. Like, it's a big deal, but it's not like, hey, the team's, you know, got opening day going there next season necessarily. Although, you know, maybe they'll go play in the Aviator Stadium now. But, yeah, I'll just remain hopeful and see what happens. Dude, I wish they would sell. Yeah, because Lacob wants to buy. He tried to buy the Angels. He was rumored on the Angels recently, but he's tried to buy the A's numerous times. He says he can't buy what's not for sale. So this was kind of a garbage run. Lost the first game. Credit to my opponent for getting me. Couldn't grant expansion. I think once they're gone, they're gone. I don't think anybody's looking at Oakland as a destination right now, Sam, to be honest. If they get the deal done, then that would be great. I guess they could still develop Howard Terminal and have the waterfront park, and then like that's tough for Major League Baseball to ignore. It is the 6th largest media market in the major leagues, and I just don't understand not having 2 teams there. It seems as if the Dodgers, Angels, Padres, and Diamondbacks should be opposed to this, but yeah, media definitely is going to twist it and turn it, but it was the A's front office. It was Dave Kaval, and you know, Kaval is at the direction of Fisher that leaked all this. Is pretty dubious because they had a lot of quotes, but this all got leaked out to the Nevada papers late Wednesday night, and just sucks. But how far am I? I'm like 2 hours from the Coliseum. I actually looked this up the other night, and that was according to traffic at that time. 2 hours and 6 minutes. 7 hours, just under 7 hours to Vegas. Don't really want to go and support them there, at least at the moment, but we'll see. That was such a trash run. I'm sorry, guys. You know, my head's not really in things the way that I would like it to be today. But appreciate everybody coming through and everybody being cordial with me and we'll keep an eye out for the Trolls. I feel like Realmuto's too good not to get the catcher there. Yeah, the drummers aren't going to be drumming, which I think kind of, in a way, it sucks because like I'm going to take my kids for their first game, regardless, and they're not going to hear that out in the right field bleachers. But I don't blame anybody for reacting however they see fit. I had a long talk with Roflo the night all this was happening. Mike knows Roflo very well. So does Zach Attack. Some of you that have been around here for a while remember Roflo. He hasn't been around Twitch as much of late, but he's also a diehard A's fan. He is working for Inside Edge that we see here on the game, and he just graduated from Oregon University, and he's pretty much devoting his life to baseball. And he kind of feels like I do, like he doesn't know if he's going to be more inclined to pursue the sport or if he's going to regret putting this much time into being a baseball person. And I think he works for Inside Edge, the actual company that does all those ratings, Zach, if I understood him correctly, not SDS. Now maybe I misunderstood, but Mike probably knows better. But yeah, like all these little Inside Edge things, like Yoshida's playing up because of today's matchups. That data is crunched by Roflo and that staff that works there, and I think he's been looking to get into representing players as an agent or working for an agency. I believe is his long-term goal. But yeah, that's what he's been doing post his college days. So yeah, he was feeling pretty much the same way I was. Like, we're just kind of stunned. We care. I haven't had that long conversation with our buddy Fantastic Duo, but I'm sure he feels the same way. He's a Bay Area guy, big A's fan, hates the Giants. You're going to see a lot of A's fans, if you follow this still, blaming the Giants. And the A's were very cordial, did what they could to keep the Giants around years ago. That was different ownership, but the Giants remained. We gave them, technically, of course I had nothing to do with it, but the A's ownership gave the Giants territorial rights to San Jose. The Giants did not reciprocate. They've clinged on to those rights. The A's wanted to move there about a decade ago. So the Giants are part of the issue with this. So I have absolutely no love for that franchise, although they have a lot of good fans. And a lot of fans, like, they just inherited the Giants because their parents like the Giants or whatever. Or they're good and you grow up and that team's good, so that's who you follow. Like, I grew up loving the A's, but they were winning championships and playing in the World Series. So, I won't become a Giants fan if that's what it comes to. I don't know that I'll root for anybody else. Maybe I'll follow them from afar if they do end up out in the southern Nevada desert. But yeah, it just sucks, and it's one of those things that you feel powerless over as a fan. And it's like the second one that I've had in my life in like the last 5 years. The golf course I grew up playing on and working at is like 10 miles from my house. It was owned by farmers. Those farmers sold it to another farmer who only wanted it for the water rights. So now there's no golf course. So this place where I learned to play golf, I spent all this time with my dad, my older brother. All these memories that you have are gone. These memories that I wanted to have with my children, taking them to the game, may not happen. And, I'm not any more deserving than any other fan. But, Manfred and these guys, they act like, the fans deserve this, they deserve that. They sure as hell don't care about the fans in Oakland right now. And there's a lot of us and the surrounding areas that are out there. So, you just got to battle as much as you can. The Kings were gone, the Giants were gone, and those teams ended up remaining too. You did see the displacement, obviously, of the Sacramento, the Supersonics. Bo Diggity went through that, and it just sucks. And sometimes it's inevitable, but Seattle, as far as I understood, got screwed by the ownership that moved them out to Oklahoma City. And the A's are getting screwed right now by John Fisher. And it's not just completely on Fisher. Like, I think he's spent some money and had some decent effort at it, but it feels like they're like that close to being done with it still in the Bay Area. And I don't understand not wanting to have oceanfront property versus being out in 115 degree weather. personally. And I know it's going to be like enclosed dome and all that, but we're already there. Give them an expansion franchise. Yeah, I mean the Marlins is a weird deal. They got a new stadium, but they still don't have support. Tampa's a weird situation too that also needs to be resolved eventually. But yeah, Canuck. I know you're trying to be funny, but it's not going to make me laugh. I don't know if you're being literal, but Oakland's fine. Oakland's a cool place. I don't know if you've ever been there, but no, it smells fine. Canuck. Yeah, any negative Oakland Vegas stuff isn't welcomed in here, right now or moving forward, and not going to have much patience with it. So, all right, Connect, you're being real. I'm going to go ahead and just not chat with you today. We can talk privately if you want to, but that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion, but this is not the forum to air it out in. I'm not going to go into your deal and start slamming Canada or the Expos or the Blue Jays or anything like that, and I just feel like that's kind of a low blow, Canucks. So, whatever. We can talk another day, but yeah, I'm trying to do my best. So, away we head. So here we go. Marlins are in limbo. Their team needs to get to the postseason. They just won their chips, and their crowds were electric. Yeah, the Marlins deal's weird, right? They've won a couple championships since coming into the league. Sogard to have to work on, right? I guess hit him lead off. We need to work on Adames, and probably use another lefty in here. Should have Mays up there as high as I can. Don't think I want to start Smith. Man, that's a lot of right-handers in a row through there. All right, so we got Jimenez, Bryant, and Cabrera. I guess we could start the lefty here, although we'll probably pinch hit him at times there in Smith. But Canuck, I appreciate you. If you're still listening, if you're ticked off at me, it's fine. But yeah, I told you guys in Mod Discord there wasn't going to be much tolerance for it, and there's not. So we'll chat another time or not. Yeah, they won twice, right? I believe for the Marlins. I think they won in the mid 90s or like 96, 97, and then they got one early 2000s, right? This game feels clunky in the menu. And then like Jeter was a part of the deal, right? And then they said Jeter got frustrated because they were not willing to spend money on the roster. So I don't really know what's going on with them. They joined 93, I believe, 93 or 94 for the Rockies and Marlins. They expanded together, and then the Rays and Diamondbacks came like later 90s. So, you know what, Josh, I don't know if you're referring to Canuck, but usually if we move on from something, probably better just to move on from it. But to come in and say that Oakland stinks, I didn't appreciate it. And like I've been there. Maybe he's been there numerous times and has a different opinion of it. But it's not like we need to all say like, "Hey, Oakland's perfect" or something like that. But I kind of try to give everybody a heads up to not do that in Mod Discord. And, I'm already sort of emotionally charged on the whole thing. So if people are going to be trying to troll or soft troll or say negative stuff, I just don't need it. It's not that important to me. And we don't have to go the opposite way like Chaos is. But, yeah, seems unnecessary. Yeah, and I mean he's always been a pretty good dude, so I don't know, maybe I'm just too defensive over it, but yeah, I didn't feel like this was a good forum for that, and that's why I'm trying not to really chat about it too much, but occasionally it's just I'm gonna segue into it. But yeah, I appreciated that you messaged me, Josh, the other night. Yeah, Marlins used to have pretty good jerseys. Miggy won with the Marlins in '03. Hard to believe. Yeah, it feels like he's been playing forever, right? With regards to Cabrera. Sorry I didn't keep the lights pink. We'll switch it. Hey, what's up, Potvin? How are you doing, buddy? Alright, we'll get the out there. Trying to work through this BR program.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 21, Sammy.
This is just like, where do you throw it to Sosa? I guess you kind of pitch around him. Sure, the PCI is as big as a house with Sosa up there.
One ball, one strike. One ball, two strikes.
Yeah, not serious. Yeah, been pretty good.
Two now.
Looking forward to the weekend. Can't pull out the pitcher because we've only faced 3 batters. If you can get the pitch count up, man, the pitchers get so tired so quickly in BR.
Leading off for Oakland, the catcher, JC Realmuto.
Weird animation, right? Just kind of body blocked it there. Did Sosa. Turned into a catcher in right field, right? Just, yeah, let's throw the body in there. I was hoping it was going to go bounding past him, but it is what it is. That's probably 2.
He's out. He's out.
IRL baseball, yeah, it's at the wall, right? Like occasionally a guy might smother it on that type of thing, but that looked pretty funky. Adamas hits it well, and certainly wish I didn't hit into the double play ball. So we'll get Adamas in the 3rd. Adamas card seems like he hits pretty well. Hey, what's up, Mr. Nighthawk? Thanks for the likes on Twitter. Just kind of went on a long spiel about it, so I'll try to avoid it for now. But yeah, it's not over till it's over. I'll fight it as best I can from the fan perspective. Yeah, I'm gonna do what I can, and I mean if it doesn't help, then it doesn't help. But at least you try when possible.
Count 1-0.
But thanks. I'm glad you see it. I'm trying from
At the ball.
what little influence a fan can have. So Nighthawk, you excited about any of the charisma cards or programs or anything going on with the show? They came in 54, I believe, along with the Dodgers and the Mets, your beloved Mets. I think you probably know this one already. They got the blue and the orange from the Dodgers and the orange from the Giants, as they were the team that was brought about later to kind of replace both of those National League teams. I guess that was like, airplane travel was getting more consistent and they were starting to bring baseball out to the West Coast.
Ball, that's out.
I did ban it. Yes, I did. Let's not circumvent it. I have no issue with the citizens of Nevada or anything. It's just trying to prevent derailing too much.
Your attention, please. Now, number 25.
When possible. It may not be as possible as we'd like it to be.
1-0.
Angels played Dodger Stadium first year or two. That I didn't know. They were owned originally by Roy Rogers, right, Mike? Like I thought Rogers owned them up until his death, and then I believe his wife owned them for a while till I believe they sold to Disney, right? The Singing Cowboy. Hey, what's up, Closure? How are you doing, buddy? You know, I think it's just going to be a weird situation if they do end up there, in that you're going to have, I mean, it happens in the current location already, but you're going to have fans just coming in that are from out of town for the weekend to enjoy, you know, carousing, all the vices that you can get into there, and then heading out. And I just don't know that it's going to feel the same way like the Golden Knights do or something. There's a lot of comments about how the Raiders are not super supported at the moment, in the turnout that shows up at those games. So it'll be interesting for sure if it does, you know, come to fruition. Oh, Gene Autry. That's right. I'm sorry, Gene Autry. I don't know why I was thinking Roy Rogers. That was hammered, but we're out in front. Yeah, see, like NFL, I think makes a lot more sense though than the 81 games, especially the games in the summer, because it's going to be baking out there. I'm sure they'll try to play a lot at night, and I know it's, you know, the intention is to be a retractable dome, but we'll see. Yeah, it's an everyday sport. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm looking for all the negatives for it to fall apart there, but I really don't begrudge them getting like an expansion franchise. They would, you know, have no issue with it, but this is a franchise that I've grown up, you know, loving and following, so I feel quite differently than, you know, anybody that's not emotionally attached to the A's. Yeah, apparently the Aviators do pretty well. So we're up here with Smith.
1-1.
That's it, super slow. Hopefully we avoid the double play. We will get the runner. Yeah, I'm wondering if this, you know, obviously I hope it doesn't happen, but yeah, maybe a very good hitter's park or something too. Big issue is going to be ownership probably still will not want to spend a lot because it's still going to be a small market. And, you know, do the other owners want to waive the relocation fee? I know, what's his face said, Manfred said that, you know, they would do that in this case, but we'll see. Yeah, I thought the entire PCL was supposed to be a lot of hitters parks, right? I know some of the parks have came and gone over the years and locations with regards to it, but yeah, it's a pretty high scoring league, is my understanding.
Well, that's out.
See, I mean, I don't know that the other owners do want it. We aren't that far along with everything. Man, that was a good swing. Like I don't know. We'll see where this ended up on the pitch deal. But I thought that was like down in to jam him with Rizzo. All right, I was trying to throw it inside, you know, for the ball. Maybe just enough over the plate, but good swing from that opponent. He deserves credit. Or she. Thunder Rod is probably a dude, but you never can tell. Good hitter in Double A, probably going to be good. Good pitcher in Triple A, then you're amazing. Yeah, that's a good summary, because Triple A, it's tough to pitch, at least if you're on the West Coast. I don't know if whatever the East Coast AAA affiliates are, if this is hitter friendly or not, due to the parks and stuff.
Got it. 0-1's the count. No ball, 2 strikes. He's out.
Now batting, number 4.
AAA has a lot of Midwest high elevation parks. Don't think we'll get there with Stubbs. That's gonna flare him. Hits a home run 6 games straight, which he did. Still don't believe in it. Yeah, there's been some guys that have came through the A's systems over the years that put up really good numbers, and they get to the Coliseum, which is not a hitter-friendly park. And of course, there's a big difference between AAA pitching and Major League pitching, but you can kind of get the impression like those stats were padded. You know, it's like some of the batters that come through and play at the Rockies, you kind of in your mind adjust for how they're going to play somewhere else. Yeah, I'll take a look if you'd like to message me, buddy. I see I have some messages there. Choosing not to engage with those till after. With all due respect to the person messaging me.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
But yeah, Discord's usually the best one for me versus Whispers, because the Whispers, I don't know if there's a way to snap Whispers into OBS, but I only see them when I go open up a web browser.
0-1.
Yeah, California, definitely not. San Diego's not the best one. I feel like Anaheim, Los Angeles, the ball carries on. You know, carries out pretty well in the summers, especially day games, because it gets hot enough that the ball's kind of jumping. The Giants Park is a pitcher-friendly park, and I know they've reconfigured it at times. Then Oakland's definitely a pitcher's park. Okay, so we got Adames and Stubbs. I think I need to lower those guys. Do I have a faster runner than Sogard? Send in a Rosarino.
Your attention, please. Pitch running at first base. Number 56. Randy.
Was it in San Diego where Bartolo got that homer? I think that's right. That seems right to me.
Inside, ball 2.
Trying not to, Shawno. Please check my Discord. We talked about it a little bit, but it's just too emotionally charged, I think, for me to have much patience for anything.
Now batting, third baseman.
Okay, yeah, Josh, thanks for messaging me. Let me just free him. Yeah, thanks for being I don't know the right term, sort of a mediator. I didn't want to open up the DMs, Canuck, if you're listening, in case you were pissed off at me, and then get into a back and forth and get derailed too much from stream. So yeah, thanks for listening. I know you feel differently than I do. That's fine. But
0-1.
if I'm a guest in your house, I'm not going to go in there and start like slamming the Expos or something. Because I think you said you used to be an Expos fan before becoming a Blue Jays fan, and it sucks that the Expos moved, for Montreal fans. So yeah, I'm going through all the feelings right now, and I just don't have a lot of patience for slandering of the area, right? So yeah, so thanks for your understanding. Didn't mean to come off as an a-hole. I appreciate you. You've been here for a long time. I just felt we were off to the wrong, it was like the first comment in chat, and it was just like, oh, here we go. Because sometimes people they want a needle, and they might mean it in a good way, or like, hey, let's joke around, because I remember the other time we joked around, but for me this just sucks, because and I expressed it earlier for anybody that came in, but I'm not going to be able to take my kids to see my favorite team. And that may not matter to Vegas politicians, Oakland politicians, Sean Fisher, Dave Cavill, but it matters to me. So yeah, sorry for not responding to your message. I intended to do it after stream, but yeah, shout out to you and Josh and everybody for your guys' patience, because I didn't take it lightly, but I just thought, we were just headed for the crash course, and sometimes it's better if somebody's understanding just to like not get into it on a given stream. So say a second favorite team. Hey, we got great uniforms. Unfortunately, they're planning to take them with them to Vegas too, which would be a little freaking consolation deal if we can get that stopped as fans. And I'll fight for whatever I can as a fan, and would like the green and gold to stay in Northern California. Of course, they moved to Oakland from Kansas City, and they moved to Kansas City from Philly over the years, so they've been a nomadic franchise. But the media presentation, which seems to be flipping right now, the national narrative that there aren't fans around here is BS. The fans aren't going because they gutted our franchise, and they've done everything to keep the fans out. Would like them not to keep the name if they move. Do I want a chat GPT through Josh command? Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'll get connect. Yeah, I'm about to start getting choked up reading that, but I appreciate you. I love you, man. Thank you for everything over the years, and thank you for your understanding. Sometimes like I tried to let my Discord know. I know not everybody looks at every Discord server all the time. Like you just can't if you're in a lot of them. And I didn't ping everybody in there because I was just kind of like, I don't like to give you guys too many notifications about stuff unless it's something more urgent. But yeah, one of those deals. Like Tippist, he was one of the first ones to reach out, and he reached out in the Discord. And I was trying to clear the tweet that he put in there just because it irritated me to look at it. The A's statement from Wednesday night. And then I accidentally cleared his message. So I hope Tippist doesn't think I'm ticked off at him or something. It's not his fault for being a messenger. And people think hey, Oakland doesn't deserve a franchise. They don't. California's got too many teams. Whatever. You guys are entitled to think that, but yeah, please don't air it out in here. Because I feel obviously 100% the other way about it. So anyhow, my intention is to go at least see a Wednesday day game and take the kids, because I've never had my kids to a game, and got to make it as fun for them as I can. But I know I'm going to be getting choked up out there too. Showdown's tough for sure. What's up, Delta? How are you doing? That's a good emote, Delta. Sorry, I missed some channel or some chat here rambling, so I'll get caught up. That was a lucky hit for sure. Yeah, right. So many memories from the Bay. California fans stick together. That's going to be too. Yeah. Say Cleveland's crappy city doesn't deserve anything. Such an angering, pompous thing to say. Who's a fan of their hometown team? Yeah, completely right. And Josh, you've been through it. I actually thought about you, and I thought about the Browns situation. It's something I mentioned to Roflo, that some of you guys know Roflo. He hasn't been around Twitch as much the last year or so, and I don't mean Robert Flores. I mean our Roflo, A's fan Roflo, that went to Oregon. But I was saying, man, I just hope they can keep the franchise stuff if they do leave. I'd be fine with an expansion to San Jose or something. It's going to feel weird, though, if it's like there used to be a San Jose SaberCats in the Arena League, but if it's like the SaberCats or something and the A's are out in Vegas, I'm going to feel really weird about it. But yeah, I mean, this franchise sucks. If they want to blow it up and give us a different ownership, just let it be the A's, and build a stadium in Sacramento, anywhere in the Bay Area, Northern California. I'd be super content with it. Although it's not my, obviously not my choice. I don't own the franchise. Never seen a Jays game. You've seen 100+ Expos in your life. But yeah, like Cleveland's where you're from, right? It's a big part of Ohio. Cleveland's big league city. got the Cavaliers, got the Browns. Of course, the Browns, Art Modell did the Browns dirty. Moved a really good up-and-coming team out to Baltimore. And then you guys got the expansion Browns and had to reset everything. This deal is such a mess with Fisher. He doesn't want to contend. We're getting the negative press of freaking possums being in the press booths and feral cats and just all the different stuff that you hear about the Coliseum. This is by design. Fisher's trying to suppress attendance. Fisher doesn't want the fans coming out and having a good time. They publicly try to make the Coliseum sound terrible. There's things they can do to make the Coliseum enjoyable for now while they get a stadium situation hammered out, wherever they get it hammered out. But they haven't done that for quite a few years because it's honest to God. It's like a real life major league thing. They're doing everything they can just to make it seem like, hey, we cannot compete here. But the guy's worth $2.2 billion. Those that don't know about John Fisher, he is the heir, one of the heirs to the Gap, the clothing company, and just a spoiled guy. So yeah, they don't compete because he doesn't want them to compete. 100% doesn't want to spend on payroll. Tries to make the team look bad. I think because I think it helps his narrative. We couldn't get it done in Oakland. We can't compete in Oakland. The fans don't come to the game. We're not generating any revenue, so let us move and let us have whatever sweetheart deal we want. You know what? Old Navy, I believe Old Navy and Banana Republic are subsidiaries of the Gap. Read that earlier today. I'm not 100% sure that's true, but you got to give Billy Bean credit and David Frost some credit too. They have contended. They've made the playoffs 6 out of the last 12 years, and they don't spend. We haven't had a payroll over 25th in the league that entire time. When the A's were winning, and it's been a long time, somebody tweeted out the attendance. We were like top 5 in attendance in Major League Baseball through the 80s and 90s. So there's fans that will support the A's and the Giants. It's a big enough market, but I mean they're not gonna support them if they're out in Vegas, right? For sure. Yeah, they're honestly it's like a real life major league thing, and there's quite a few deals that I'm retweeting. If you want to check my Twitter, I've had an Oakland command for quite a while. That'll direct you to Casey Pratt and Brody Brazil. Those guys are very on top of it. They're Bay Area reporters. Those two. The other one's like a fan account, and then Cavill's account is the actual A's president. So would encourage you guys, if you want to know more about it, to check it out. I will throw the interesting pieces in the Discord link section in my Discord if anybody wants to be on top of it. And I'm going to be tweeting about it way too often and liking tweets and all that. A couple years ago, I made Las Vegas Athletics on Reddit, and it's suddenly taking off. There's getting to be a lot of people over there. So if you guys want to see my thoughts, if you prefer Reddit, I have a couple of Reddits. You can just look up Donnell Freak, and they're underneath my profile there, I believe. So I'm trying to put all the good links and stuff in there for people to have well-informed decision. And I don't expect everybody to email every member of this Nevada legislature like I did this afternoon, but I know there's some A's fans out there that'll do that type of thing, and I'm just going to fight it as far as I can, which probably isn't going to amount to anything. But yeah, Brody does a good job on YouTube. Yeah, he's very, very good with his edits on there. I don't know if he does his own editing or if he cuts it and then sends it out to somebody else or not. But yeah, great to see Birdman, and thank you, Josh, for gifting one to Birdman. Browns actually hired I never can pronounce his name correctly. DePodesta, right? Was Jonah Hill's character in the movie the VP of Strategy. Yeah, I know there's some, or at least there was some former A's guys that were in the Browns front office, and I'm not sure if they're still there. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely support. I know, like, you'll look at the A's attendance, and it's 3,000 that show up to a game or something, and it's just like, man, that fan base sucks. They're getting what they deserve. But no, there's fans. Like, there really is. Hey, thanks, Josh. Gifted one to the Oakland Athletics. We'll get him up on the wall. Thank you, Nate, for the big gift as well. So Nate and Josh driving the hype train. at least the hype lights. I got the lights flashing in here. I really like how the lights look when they're flickering. I have lights in front of me too that you guys don't see, and the ones behind me. But when I'm looking at the pitches, like, they're slightly distracting. So maybe I shouldn't have them go as long as I do. But I like the excitement. Hopefully that it creates. A's Angels playing in a few days. Probably. Pretty sure we're going into Anaheim. I know we're playing the Rangers tonight. That game's in about an hour. I should actually probably flip on the pregame show and see if they're talking about it. But it's not going to probably be any breaking news through there. Oh, is that true? I actually hate the idea of rewind packs this early in the year. I know I'm in the minority on that, but I think a non-auctionable is good because it doesn't take the value of the collectors that are going through and earning the other ones. So that's interesting if they're going to make those non-sellable.
Your attention, please.
Is now an Eagles coach. Well, it's not good news for Shawno, but what role are they going to put him in, Rubes? I thought he was a pretty good defensive coach for Patricia. Like my Clippers shirt. I don't have a Clippers shirt. I'm wearing a Golden State shirt, buddy. Unless there's something that I'm missing. Can reach maybe the Eastern Conference Finals. Oh, the Cavaliers are on the right track for sure. Garland and all those guys are really good. Defensive assistant back to these reads. So Rubes, one day I was reading about him. I think when the Patriots decided they weren't going to keep him. And do you remember when he was at a press conference as the Lions head coach? You may not because you're a Patriot fan. But a reporter asked him like a pointed question. And I guess the reporter was like slouching like this or something. And he told him, hey, have some respect. Sit up in your chair. Talk to me like an adult. It's like, what the heck? Kind of lectured him like he was like his child or something. 50 Cent, what's up, gangster? I saw 50 Cent at the Kings Warriors game up in Sacramento the other day. But yeah, we'll get the gifted buddies up on the wall. Thank you guys for the big gifted subscriptions. I'm trying to pitch myself out of this jam. I've talked about this stadium situation a lot more than I thought I would, and I'll try not to get into it too much every single time, but it's obviously it's something that's like super weighing on my mind, and it's just a weird thing because you just have no power really. But if there's petitions or whatever, like I'll be a part of it. So this guy just feels like he's locked in now. I can't get him out. That one is hanging and crushed out of here. The only good news is it's a hitter's park, so maybe I can rally that. I am not playing well. Even for me, I'm playing below average today, so sorry about that. So I get mad when people say the Browns to Baltimore was appropriate and reasonable. It gets you riled up. It was almost 30 years ago. Yeah, this is one of those deals, man. Like, I don't know. I've had people over the years ask, what if the A's leave? Are you going to still be an A's fan? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? And I sometimes I respond kind of like a smart aleck and say, like, what are you going to do when your wife cheats on you? Are you going to stay with her? Are you going to move on? Like, I don't really know what I'm going to do. It's one of those things where you don't want it to happen, but it seems like it's happening. It's probably 90% chance, 95% chance at this moment if you wanted to start throwing numbers out there. But yeah, I got to cling to that optimism that Nevada says, hey, we're not giving you $500 million. Screw you guys. You treated Oakland like trash. We don't want you here. We want our own stadium, or we want our own franchise. And then maybe that brings them back to Oakland. Maybe it forces a sell to a better ownership group that actually gets things done. But I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I may literally hate baseball next year and not want to stream the show and not be involved with it. And you guys might see me streaming golf or just doing interviews, or who knows. Like, I'm not there yet. But yeah, we'll just have to cross the bridge as it comes. Yeah, like how are you supposed to imagine this or know how you're going to feel, if these things happen. So I see some fans saying they're packing away their stuff, they're going to burn their stuff, they're giving it to Goodwill. I'm not there yet because they're not breaking ground in Las Vegas yet. So that at that moment, whenever I see Dave Cavill and Fisher out there with their hard hats and their smug faces, the team might feel dead to me, and then I might feel different later. Like, I think however anybody wants to take it or support it should have that right to do. And I'm sure we're going to get a lot of gatekeeping as this unfolds, and you should be a Giants fan or you should do this or that. But I think it's just up to every individual to do what they like. I meant to not swing at that pitch, but I did. I'm going to move to Australia and get baseball popping there. St. George Illawarra baseball franchise. But yeah, I chased a few down there. I thought I saw something about the LeBron. Going to go burn your LeBron jersey again. Is Roops. Similar what the Browns did, move the team, bring another Oakland team, be the eighth. Yeah, I'd be fine with that too. They did say yesterday, the team president said they would be taking the Athletics name and all that stuff with them, but
Timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
I don't know that I'm a good ambassador, and I got into it with somebody that I care about earlier, and I may have been misreading the situation, but I appreciate his patience. And people make mistakes, streamers make mistakes, and it just it's part of life. And appreciate your guys' patience with me as I'm going to go through whatever it is that we go through here. Credit game for me, so sorry for these aren't really good runs that I'm putting together, but it's good company. Thank you guys for being here. Let me shout out Shauno. I don't think I shouted him out when he came in. Said that to City, sued him, and he lost, so it's possible. Yeah, like I think there's a possibility some of those things will happen where fans get together and class action lawsuit, or maybe the city of Oakland sues to try to keep it there. It's been over 55 years in Oakland too. So I mean, I know they had Philadelphia origins, but a lot of teams moved once we started having more travel available through commercial flights and stuff back in the 50s. I definitely feel like the green and gold is part of Oakland, but if they rip it away from that as well, like what can you do? But yeah, that the Browns is one scenario that kind of gives me hope. The Giants were out of town almost twice. I guess the Giants almost moved to Toronto before the Jays were there. Before I was born, I do remember when I was a kid, they were on their way to St. Petersburg. The A's and other owners did what they could to prevent that and kept them around. And then the Kings are a very recent franchise that was gone. The Kings were going to go to Sacramento. The Kings were going to Sacramento. They were going to go to Seattle to replace the Sonics. And then they got that one squared up and kept them. So, may as well, fight it and see what comes. But they're not lost. So they may get lost, but they're not lost yet. So I'm going to keep battling it as best I can, Burke, from the fan perspective. Hey, what's up, Where the Cash? It's not over till it's over. And for those that haven't followed this deal closely, they announced that they were going to Fremont. They announced they were going to San Jose. They announced they were moving to Langley College there in Oakland. None of those things happened. Now, this is a different feeling to it in a lot of ways because this isn't in the Bay Area. We're going to Vegas. But they've done this before. So we'll see, right? Till the deal's done, signatures are dried, ground is broken. I'm not going to say I don't believe it. I believe it that they're trying to do it, but they were negotiating with Oakland City officials as recently as Wednesday when all the stuff blindsided the mayor of Oakland. So they're pretty close to a deal in Oakland, although everybody's away from the table now. So maybe that comes back around. So we'll see. But yeah, they're not gone, and if you guys want to stay up to date with it, you can always check my Twitter. I'm going to be tweeting about it a lot, and you can also check the Oakland Command at any time. And here, my Discord server, I'll probably post more links than you guys care to read, but we'll throw some links up there for anybody that does want to read up on it in the links section. frequently. But I'm going to get the buddies on the wall. Thank you for the gifted to Birdman and to the Oakland Athletics from Nate and Josh. During that last game, I'm playing pretty badly, but we'll get through this program. Then we can relax and play some event and parallel cards. Well, I guess it's kind of cathartic for me. I appreciate everybody's support, and I'm sorry for the misunderstanding from my end as well. There from my buddy Canuck, because I don't want to blow anybody out that's a regular viewer or even a new viewer. You don't want to blow people out when they come in and check out your stream, but yeah, as long as we can try to keep it positive. If you guys got something bad to say about the A's, maybe just say it somewhere else, because I'm pretty charged up over it. I don't really like this first round here. I don't want a starting pitcher. I don't really want Urias with his leg kick. I guess we go with Tucker in this one. No, yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Listen, it comes with the territory of streaming. I talked to my wife about it a lot yesterday. Didn't talk to her too much about it the first night. In fact, the first night I didn't even tell her. I waited till the morning because I was so upset. I barely slept. But I talked to her about it some last night, and I was like, what part of this that sucks for me is I talk about baseball and sports for my living here, and my streaming isn't imperative for the day-to-day bills. Thankfully, I have a spouse that has a steady job, and she makes not crazy money, but she makes good money as a nurse. So otherwise I wouldn't be a stay-at-home dad and doing the things that I get to do. But it sucks because you fire up stream, you're going to talk about, everybody knows you're an A's fan, and not everybody necessarily has a bad intention, but you are going to get the people that want to come in and needle. And that's why, like in Mod Discord, I told you, I don't have a lot of patience for it. Appreciate you guys regulating on any trolls that are coming in or people trying to troll here in chat. And I'm sure we're going to have other people that are going to do that too. That are going to come in and say, Oakland sucks, poverty franchise, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, there's a truth to it, but that's how Fisher's running everything. Tucker's excellent. Let's go with Tucker. Worry the Guardians in the same boat, move somewhere in the top 30 cities, hitting really well in BR with Tucker. So we'll get Tucker. Guardians, Cavs, Buckeyes. Yeah, Josh and Burke, you guys got the same teams. You're both Cleveland through and through, pretty much the whole way, as far as I'm aware. Now, Josh, you do like the Braves a little bit though too, right? I think you have a soft spot for the Braves being out in Georgia, but I may be wrong on that. Let me get the buddies on the wall. Thank you, guys. So let's get Tucker. I heard back from one out of 42 assembly people so far. He thanked me for writing to him. I'll tell you what that assemblyman's name was here in a second. Let me pull up my email. It is Friday. I imagine a lot of people are out of their offices and all that type of thing. And he didn't say hey, I'm going to block the A's and your A's are safe or anything like that. But Ruben De Silva, Nevada State Assemblyman from District 28, wrote to me. I did not use the Donnell Freak name, used my real name, but he's just addressed me and said, hey, thank you for your note. And I just told him all the reasons why I think they should avoid allowing the move from my perspective. And I did tell him, I'm writing to you as a fan, so it's obviously a bit biased. So I'll reach out to the Oakland officials. I'll try to contact the governor there in Nevada. Probably try to contact Governor Newsom. I saw Senator Feinstein was tweeting about the A's, and she hopes that they come to their senses and stay. So yeah, I'll battle this as much as I can. But have a great memory. Moved to Atlanta in 2013. Adopted the Braves as the NL team, even though they beat him back in '96 and '97. I felt like that was a great series. I know it didn't probably feel like a great series from an Indian, when they were the Indians, Guardian fan perspective. But man, those Cleveland teams were just stacked. I loved watching them when they would be on nationally where I could see them. Manny Ramirez and Albert Bell and Jim Tomei, and I mean they just had so many good players back through those days. Christian Walker looks pretty good, so I guess we'll grab him. You'll write a letter wholly against teams moving; they don't deserve it. And Josh, I don't think you tweet, so I can grab my Twitter and post it into links right now, because I quote tweeted the Oakland Port Authority, trying to get more fans engaged, Oakland fans. So let's see here if I can find this. And in my replies, I put every single email in there. Actually, you know what? I just have them. I have them in a notepad. That'd be easier. And then you could just like blind carbon copy to each one of them if you like. So I'll just flood my link section right now in case anybody's wondering what I'm doing. Apparently, I did not save that notepad, but it should be here in my sent folder as well. So I'm just trying to figure out how to copy this. All right, let's keep drafting as old man struggles with technology. Not the first time or the last. All right, I got them copied. That's coming up into, I think the best spot is probably my Discord links area. So it's not going to be a link. It's just going to be a bunch of email addresses. That is every member of the Nevada state legislature. It has to pass through the legislature for the A's to get a $500 million tax credit is what they're asking for. You know who you'd like to see in the game? I'm trying to think of a great Blue Jay that we don't have. Tony Fernandez? Yeah, Albert Bell was great. Lofton was great too. Stewart, Grissom, Moises Alou, and Cordero. Yeah, Stewart's been on the front of this move situation as well. And I don't know. I mean, Ramirez is probably replaceable, right? He has... Oh, as contact. I was looking at it wrong. Let's grab Carter for the Blue Jay buddies. Yeah, Stu has battled this quite a bit, trying to facilitate things where he can. Of course, he's been in the front office a few different places throughout his post-playing career. He was in the Diamondback front office. I believe he was the Blue Jay general manager for a while. He does A's pre- and post-game shows. So all I did, I wrote one email and I sent it just to everybody instead of trying to send it to all of them. But I know you know technology better than I do, so thank you, Josh, just for airing it out. Like, I think the more they see fans contacting them, maybe it gives them some pause for thought. Another thing that I think is in the favor of them possibly staying is this is a very split legislature, democratically and Republican. Plus, it's a Republican governor with more Democrats in the legislature, so they're going to have to find a bipartisan way to move forward. And it's unfortunate that we just don't see a lot of bipartisan action anymore to get things done, right? So I'm hoping that actually plays out in the Oakland fans' favor, that they can't come to an agreement, because it seems like if one side says, the sky is blue and somebody else is saying the sky is red these days, and that's a problem in American politics for sure. So I'm just kind of hoping. I mean, I'm obviously grasping at straws and hoping against hope that this flips back around. So I think Carter maybe at DH, and then Olsen at first. Who's at first? Ramirez. Try to get this lineup set up good. Yeah, Manny would be great. Manny was, you may not remember, but Manny was an Oakland Athletic the year that Yoenis Cespedes was a rookie. But he didn't play for the A's. He was in AAA. He went to spring training, and then he asked for his release. I think he went and played in Japan. But I wish Manny would have donned the green and gold at the major league level for us. Pinch hitting is going to be all righties, which isn't perfect, but kind of like the way the lineup looks. Probably should have Tucker over Olsen. I usually hit well with Olsen's cards. I miss him being in the green and gold. A's did not have to tear down when they traded Olsen and Chapman and all those guys, but they started that tear down early, and boy, we're suffering the repercussions of it with a 3-16 team right now. This team that they're trotting out there is like historically bad. Ken Rosenthal was saying he went into the A's locker room the other day, and a lot of veterans are in there. They did pick up some veterans this past offseason. And how bad it was. Throat's kind of itchy. How bad it was inside that locker room, and those guys just kind of feel like there's no direction right now, according to Rosenthal. All right, it's Oakland versus Oakland in this game, and those players aren't invested into it the same way. Dontrelle Willis has spoken out about it. Willis said the Oakland A's saved his life as an Oakland youth years ago, having something to do to keep him out of trouble. So yeah, he's one to probably keep an eye on if you're checking Twitter. Dontrelle was doing some pre and post game for the A's, and the Dodgers nabbed him away. He does a really good job. He was in the booth a couple times when Ray Fosse was sick and towards the end of his life. I actually think I like Dontrelle more as an announcer than I do Dallas Braden, although Dallas is he's from my area code, and he's kind of a local legend in some ways. Dallas drives over the Altamont every day from Stockton to go do these A's broadcasts. So I'm going to hit record on this and probably watch it tonight. But the A's pregame show, if you happen to have extra innings or something, they're diving into the whole stadium situation. So I have it where you can't really see, where I can't really hear what's going on. I'm always concerned about like the copyright stuff, but looking at the captionings, they're going to have Dave Stewart join the show. Stewart will have a lot to say, and they're going to break down Cavill and the mayor's quotes, which I'm already very familiar with. I don't know if this guy's come to find stream or what. My wife had texted me about like 20 minutes ago about dinner, so I don't know if she already went through town. So, I missed yesterday. Obviously, I've been in a bit of a funk as a fan. And I know, I thought about my buddy Rube's. Rube's wife has a really good saying, like, why root for laundry? And ultimately, baseball's baseball. I could watch somebody else or, just root for individual players. But, yeah, missed yesterday and today's smaller stream. This weekend with my daughters getting baptized and my youngest having her birthday, I probably won't stream a lot. But Monday, hopefully be back to normal. And, I'll look for all the good news and the optimism in this as we go along and share it with anybody that wants to know. But yeah, I'll be probably missing in action for the most part over this weekend. I think tomorrow all the baptism and lunch will be done pretty early, so probably fired up at some point. Warriors and Kings play at noon or 12:30 on Sunday. Obviously, I'm rooting for Golden State to level up that series. So I don't know if I want to be on for reaction or any of that type of thing, but I'll probably be around and appreciate you guys being around with me. So the moderators, if you guys get a chance to check Mod Discord, some good news is we have some new sponsors coming on and some sponsors coming back to the stream too. So try to give you guys a heads up on that. I'm just getting the contracts into them, and been some weird days here over this week. So I'll get all set up to launch the campaigns and tell you guys about Manscaped and Candy.com and VPN service and all that. Oh yeah, you definitely should. I'm sorry if I haven't updated it. Sometimes I forget to update the roles in the server, but I just need to click on your name and do it. Let me double check right now. But yeah, every moderator should have access to mod Discord. There's not a whole lot that gets posted in there. I got it updated. Connect. Yeah, you should see one. It's like a little hidden channel down towards the bottom. But if we have like a recurring troll or something like that, you know, just let you guys know, like, hey, we got ourselves a knucklehead that's making 40 accounts or something. All right, Eric Sogard. I told the Eric Sogard story the other day, but let me tell it again, because you never know who's listening at a given time. But thank you, Connect. Yeah, sorry for maybe jumping down your throat earlier too. Didn't mean to take things too personally, and I probably am guilty of that. So Sogard was at the Ace Fan Festival, and we're in line, my wife and I. This is before we had the little Danielle freaks running around, and I didn't really like Eric Sogard very much. He's one of those guys that, you know, pretty big social media presence, got his wife on there. They had the whole nerd power thing going, and I feel like Sogard tries to lean into that as part of his image. So I told my wife, like, let's let these ladies go in front of us. And it was a mom and her 2 daughters. So Sogard, he was like, the players would meet up with the fans for like 15 minutes for a photo op. I can't remember if you're supposed to get an autograph or not. I don't think so, but they went in front. They met him. We were like front of the line when the next player was coming out. I was hoping it was going to be like Cespedes or somebody, because you didn't know who was going to be up next. Next player was Jared Parker, and Parker ended up just having all kinds of elbow and shoulder issues after that. So I always kind of feel like I jinxed Jared Parker's career, but yeah, had the chance to meet Eric Sogard. Didn't care to, even though he was, yeah, there's nothing really wrong with the guy. Just didn't care for him. It's weird that sometimes there's players that you just don't enjoy that much while they're with your team, and some of them go out of their way, right? Did I send you your email about to hit soon? No. Let me shoot it to you right now. Yeah, I'd love to see what you tell these cats. I have 2, but I'll give you my personal one in case you want to reach me there. I check them both pretty frequently. The Gmails. We got a Bearded Ninja raid. What's going on, Bearded Ninja? How was your stream today? Hey, I hope you had a great day streaming, and I hope you have a great day at work. Always great to see Bearded Ninja. He plays a lot of MLB The Show, Call of Duty, Madden, and other games, but he's been on the show very steadily. Really cool guy, big Louisiana sports fan, and I hope you guys will check him out. But thanks for thinking about us, Ninja. Definitely want to get some raids into you. I think I've been on later than you usually are of late, but my hours will change, and I'll get some of those morning raids into you on the weekends again here soon. Great stream, finished TA, started some of the charisma grind. That's awesome. I am way behind on the TA programs right now. A's broadcast, if you happen to have it, they're showing their, I believe her name's pronounced Thal. That is from yesterday, her comments yesterday about being blindsided. They did ask her specifically if she would go back to the negotiating table, and she said, well, they can call us. So for now, her public position is the city is done negotiating with the A's, but I think cooler heads could prevail, but we'll hope. No, definitely want to get the raids. I try to spread the raids around. If I ever miss somebody, I apologize. I think there's like the benefit of raiding into different people, in that somebody might like my stream, but they might love like Bearded Ninja stream or anybody else in here that streams. Canuck and Shano and those of you that go live consistently. And you know, I'd rather people be in our group, you know, even if it branches out a little bit, having a tab open and having a good time than, you know, watching somebody that we don't know or somebody that's toxic if there are, you know, good streamers on. And definitely want to get you guys, my regular viewers in front of your eyes, you know, when possible. So yeah, we'll definitely be looking for Bearded Ninja. I just got a little bit of a lag spike, so if it's chopping out to you, that's probably why. So Brody Brazil, I try to direct you guys to Brody's Twitter. He's the pre and post game host most often. He's breaking down a lot of this Ace situation pre-game right now, and I'm glad that they're leaning into it, because I'm sure there's some fans that are, you know, not fans that are on Twitter and that type of thing, that may be not as aware of what's going on. Going to the store, getting low on Dr. Pepper.
No ball, 2 strikes.
I might run to AMPM and get a freeze after the stream. I thought about doing it a pre-stream, but I thought it was taking too long to get live. Plus, I missed yesterday. I don't like to miss too many days. When possible, I like to stream every day. I need to get some hits going. Oh, awesome. Yeah, let me go peek at my email. Thank you for taking the time to bother to do all that, Josh.
Leading off for the Blues, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Man, Josh is articulate. I'm reading through it right now.
He's out.
Batting six, the catcher, Manny.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think that's a great point about the Browns, because those of you that are Browns fans that have been with them, you guys lived through this whole situation that seems to be unfolding right now. Decent swing from Pina.
Batting seven, the left fielder, Alan Verdugo. Your attention, please. Now pitching, Guillermo.
That's awesome. Thank you, Josh. I read through it all at the moment. Vanilla Coke, thank you for following. I'm more of a Cherry Coke guy, but Vanilla Coke's not bad. Hey, thanks so much, Bo Diggity. Yeah, sometimes some other eyes seeing it, right, can lead to more engagement, and you just never know what that one little point of contact can do. I may not be the best one for, you know, trying to lead any fan organization, but if I can be a part of things, I definitely am looking to do that, and to, you know, to make the voice heard of one fan that still cares to keep the franchise around. I know some fans are just, they're so tired of how long this has taken that they're just like in the mindset of like, good riddance, let them go, but that's not how I feel. So in my chat, if you see Fantastic Duo and Roflo, those guys are big A's fans. There's a few others that come by, but they're not as regular as those two. I swung through it. That Zuniga throws so hard. Yeah, wish I was more locked in on gameplay. Even when I am locked in, there's times that I don't play great, but brain's kind of going 1,000 miles a minute or whatever. Brain spinning. Hey, Atlanta gets the lead over the Astros. I will not become an Astros fan under any circumstances. So Clark County Commissioner. I know you guys aren't here necessarily for A's talk, but Casey Pratt. I keep telling you to check out Casey Pratt. And honestly, I didn't follow Casey until this all happened Wednesday. Usually I would just pull up his account if I wanted to read what he has to say, because sometimes he gets into like other team things. But this is the Clark County Commissioner. This is Michael Nav. They need approval from Clark County. They need approval from the Nevada legislature. They need approval from the ownership group to make this happen. He's quote tweeting Fox Las Vegas. The A's are asking for $500 million public assistance to go to the about $1.5 billion in the Las Vegas ballpark, said Clark County Commissioner Michael Naft. And then he puts in quotes, asking for and getting are two very different things. That doesn't sound like he is super optimistic and looking to... I thought I had the window pulled up. I'm sorry, guys. Here was the tweet. This doesn't sound like a guy that's dying to get to the table with John Fisher and Dave Kaval, the A's president, right now. So I think there's a long ways to go, and fans are misinformed, and that's okay. There's a lot of things going on here that will still unfold, but the A's are not gone by any means, and they may not end up in Southern Nevada. That doesn't mean they won't end up in Utah or Portland or something besides Northern California too, but that seems to bode pretty well for fans hoping that they stay. Now, I don't know how much authority he's going to have directly over this, but they have to have approval from Clark County too to be able to make this move. And it's a lot of funds they're asking for, $500 million. They asked the city of Oakland for $350 million. City of Oakland has raised more than that. They're a few million surplus beyond it, although there are inflation costs right now. So there's a gap between what the A's had asked for and what the A's will need from Oakland if that deal is to be revisited. There is some grants that are supposed to be coming in to help redevelop the Coliseum area, or at least the Howard Terminal area. I should say, not the Coliseum. Yeah, I think it's was a lot of jumping the gun on Wednesday night, and it was a tough day to go through as a fan of the team. But it seems like there's still a ways to go. Also, they're under a time crunch too. There's a deadline imposed by Manfred, which is A's are supposed to get their stadium situation settled by January of next year. In addition to that, the Nevada State Legislature is only in session till early June, so they'd have to open up a special. They'd have to open a special session just to deal with the A's if they don't get this across the goal line in the next 6 weeks. So I don't know. I'll just remain optimistic and keep going on about it. Sorry that I've talked about it so much. For somebody that said, "Hey, I don't really want to talk about it," once I get going on it, it's hard to kind of shut that off. They're showing the A's championship as they're talking to Dave Stewart right now, back in 1989, which is probably my favorite sports memory. I remember watching that one with my late father. So didn't know as a 9-year-old that might be the only championship I'd see in Oakland. When they went back the very next year, and Reds kicked their butt and swept them out of there. Got to get pressure on the owners. Bud caused a lot of these issues for sure. C-League prevented Reggie Jackson's group from buying the team. Reggie Jackson's group in 2005 included Bill Gates and Paul Allen. So those guys would have got it taken care of a long time ago. Instead, he made sure his alma mater buddy, Lou Wolf, got to be part owner of the A's, and Wolf is still part of the ownership group to this day. 8-Ball says it's bad, but there's still hope. Hey, it's not your guys' fault. I choose to go live. I choose to be here. So figured today was going to be a little bit on the emotional side. And I don't mean to drag any viewers through anything. You guys are here to have a good time, not hear me whine and complain. But, it's one of those deals where people know you're a fan and they're going to ask about it. Man, those were some hittable pitches. They're just not locked in. Clearer rules that prevent it. Yeah, like there's enough fans to get out there, I think, and I'm pretty sure there's ownership groups that would pay fair market value. Joe Lacob has said he has a standing offer to buy the team, and I believe him. And Lacob is just a nut. Like, he is super competitive as Golden State's owner, as evidenced by Golden State being way over the salary cap every year, and into the tax threshold, because he's willing to spend to try to put a winner out there. Hey, what's up, Oregano? Yeah, I'm definitely passionate about it, and feels like part of me is getting ripped away from me right now, and I'll go down with the fight at least. Saw the score, so you wouldn't get mad at you asking. I watched it as closely as I could. Mrs. Donnie wasn't off, and the kids are always bouncing around and stuff, but they did a terrific job defending, which I thought was going to be a big issue yesterday, considering Green and those guys were missing. So it was a nice win. They got to build on the momentum and try to get game 4 as well. Great to see Oregano and Wags. Wags, how was your stream? I was going to try to raid you if you were still on tonight. Hate the Ratbirds, Steelers. Be against them moving. Take them to the back alley, do a street fight. We're butt dancing out here. That's always good. I know some people just hit a quick tap to say like, hey, good pitch. Changed shorter stream. In-laws coming this weekend. Had to clean up the house. Yeah, I'm finishing it up too. Don't snipe me, Oregano. Don't beat me, Oregano, if you play me. But yeah, I'm trying to get through this program as well. Ready to go play some event, I guess. Go use McGuire, hopefully in this deal. Don't you guys snipe me. He just threw it to the backstop, but I don't know what type of bounce it's going to take. I think he would have thrown me out at third if I would have broke late. Okay, so he's going to go to Abreu. No, he's got inside edge going on there. Don't do it. No sniping. If you want to snipe, do it in event or something. This is a serious 12-0 run. We're gonna go flawless. There's the walk-off. You don't want the smoke. None of you guys want the smoke. Ran into a pitch with Tucker. Just got lucky. All right, we'll get the homer and get the win. Yeah, events if you guys want to go for it. I don't care. Yeah, I'm 1-0 into this 12-0 run, so this is super close. Don't mess this up for me. All right, BR, how many programs? Or how far are we into this program? We need 11 wins, or we need the PXP is what we need. A 9 win deal would be good. I think I had one that was 6-0 in the other day, but yeah, we'll get there. We're close to the ball and pack, and then we get the 10 bundle, and the program will be done. Sooner or later. Uh-oh. Who is it? Is it Oregano? Is it Kilo? Is it Bo Diggity? It's one of those three. Find out here in a second. Let's go find another game. That one feels slaggy. You didn't do it. Sure you did. Yeah, Bo Diggity says he's on a Dr. Pepper run. It's going to snipe me on BR and smash No, I trust you guys. If you guys say you're not doing it, you're not doing it. I guess open with bar. Snipe me to the snore. Actually haven't left. All right, on the road. Get in events and try. Yeah, go for it in an event if you guys really want to. Usually I'll friendly out of event if you guys want to friendly. I don't know, man. It's going. I was hoping to finish this up today and then do some other stuff. It's going to be a perfect double for Sogard. Flawless, what have you been doing? Yeah, I mean Golden State's just not playing well this year. Like, this feels so much different than last season. It's going to be a tough series, and it's been a tough series, and I hope it's Golden State in 6, but we'll see. Do you guys think Embiid should be suspended after the Draymond situation? Wags tagged me on that yesterday, and I hadn't watched it yet. I got to watch it later, and then I forgot to go back to your tweet, so I just liked it. But yeah, he looked like he was trying to kick him in the nuts. Looked like he was super ticked off. Then it felt like it was kind of a dumb ejection on Harden later. Playing other games, join the playoffs, about to be done with 2K for the year. People really defend the Draymond stomp, though. That's not what I asked you, Flawless. I asked about Embiid. Mr. Basketball guy. I'm about to stomp you out of here is how I feel, Flawless. Answer the question. At least Wags answered. Wags is a real one. Alright, we're going to take Rocky Sazaka beat. You know, you said Andy yes, but I didn't know what you were talking about. Alright. Yeah, Draymond was out of control. However, I think Sabonis is not innocent in this thing. I think Sabonis was an instigator. And I think he grabbed and held his leg. But yeah, Draymond's response was way too much. I don't know that he deserved to be ejected and suspended, but yeah, I mean Draymond's done plenty of bad stuff throughout his career. Oh, good pitch. I thought that was going to miss for a ball. Suspend Booker for trying too hard on an injured Clippers. Cleaning up the playroom. Try to get you to go to the dollar store. Hey, that's fun. Dude, she would love to. She would love to go get some babies. Anytime we get somewhere, she does this little... Her little routine. She acts like she's cradling a baby, and she goes, "Baby, baby," and I mean she speaks very well. She's very articulate, so she's just doing it to try to play on your emotions or something. Like she doesn't have a million stuffies at home. Be back later. Here she comes. I hope she has a great day. And Dad's got plenty of money. Be sure he gets you a lot of stuff that you want. Wax is gonna unfollow now, but yeah. I hope you guys have a good time. May do the same thing later after stream. God Squad? No, we're playing BR. BR's not God Squad. Best one's Paul Goldschmidt. I don't like buy packs though. I just get the ones that you earn along the way. Dude, it's not even the dollar store anymore. It's $1.25 out here, where I am. Dollar Tree is $1.25 at least. We still have a 99-cent store, but they have a lot of stuff that isn't 99 cents too. Yeah, Dollar Tree is $1.25. So for $5 you get 4 items now instead of 5. They said they did it so they could keep providing value to their customers and blah blah blah. It's fine. It's still okay. Well, yeah, they changed it recently. I want to say like in the last 6 months or so, though. At least here regionally. Don't know if other stores made that progression earlier or not. Don't leave the house much. Did you guys not have them out that way though? We have $2 Trees, 99-cent store. Then we have like Dollar General. Everything is rounded to the dollar. You get the impression that it's a dollar store, but it's not. A bit overpriced, honestly. Most of their things. Next to Walmart. That hanging out over the plate, not good. Let's go to the ball.
Your attention, please. Now pitching, Camilo Doval.
I mean, I don't like any of the stuff that is in Golden State Flaws, to be honest. I don't like the Grizzlies. I don't like the Lakers. I don't like anybody. They all suck. And I really don't like Sacramento because it's a regional rival. But whatever. I mean, they can turn the beam off and jam it up a cowbell as far as I'm concerned. If the Warriors don't want to see them celebrating, they need to go beat them. Just love the Sonics. Hopefully you guys, I think you guys will get the Sonics back here in time. Definitely seems like Seattle's going to be expansion. But having to wait sucks. Well, let me tell you, Flaws. I haven't seen you for a while. I feel like you're soft trolling a little bit. Maybe you're not. But it used to be tons of Kings fans in my area. The agricultural area of California. We're kind of in between. It's a couple hours to the Bay. It's a couple hours to Sacramento. Everybody had a Weber jersey or a Bibby jersey, and it was all Kings back in the early 2000s. So I resented the living heck out of them because they were good, and they were good with Weber. And Weber was our draft pick. He was our guy that we traded up to get, and then he forced his way out. So, yeah, I don't have any love lost for the Kings. I'm happy they missed the playoffs for 16 years. I hope they miss the next 16 as well. But as far as their fans, I mean, they just don't have those bandwagon fans right now. They're all Golden State fans at the moment. But yeah, good to see B Soto. What's up, B Soto? And hopefully they'll stay with the fan base whenever the Warriors are back down, which, I mean, it's inevitable. Nobody wins championships forever when it comes to sports. So everything has its seasons. But yeah, I don't like the Kings. I don't like the Lakers either. But I probably dislike the Kings even more than I dislike the Lakers. Clipper fans I almost feel for, because the Clippers have just, that's been a rough franchise for a long time. And the Kings got screwed. I mean, they 100% got screwed by the officiating and fixing games and all that back in those days, the Kobe and Shaq days. But yeah, good to see you. What you been up to? I've been missing you and Carne. I reached out to Carne the other day, and he said, like, oh, I've been lurking. I just haven't been chatting. So I hope he's doing good too. Yeah, I thought when they made the trade and they got Kawhi and Paul George, I was like, hey, that's going to be title town now. But they couldn't get past the Suns that conference finals. They've been kind of snake bit with the injuries. And I don't know that I care for Ballmer or any of that stuff, but yeah, I feel bad for their fans. They're definitely neglected in their own hometown, right? Like they're secondary act compared to the Lakers, who are definitely the main show. Yeah, I don't know who's coming out of the West. The West is a crapshoot completely. I feel like the Suns could do it. I feel like the Grizzlies could do it. I hope Golden State gets it together, but I'm not too optimistic on the Warriors this season. And I'm a pretty optimistic fan. Like I'll root for them as long as I can, but I feel like the Nuggets are fool's gold, to use a bad pun, with them being a Nugget team. Lurch here and there, been grinding, working on opening a company, been back and forth doing paperwork and stuff of that nature. What type of company you got going, buddy? Congratulations, it's exciting to launch a business. Okay, so trying to get this victory in the books. And trying to get through this program. Got a little bit of work to do still. Probably won't stream a lot over the weekend with all the activities with my daughters, the baptisms and birthday parties. But Monday will probably settle back into normal streams. Oh, I thought I got it all with Tucker, but I brought the PCI too far down. Have to go towards the pool. Splitter, slider, 3/8 in the floor seam. So John Gray's going to be pitching for the Rangers, and feels weird tuning into this game after all the news of the last few days. Rangers are wearing like I guess a City Connect jersey. Never seen these on the Rangers before. And chased on ball 4. That one's going to go off the bat of Willie Adames. We're up by 6. Looks like today must be a Marcus Simeon bobblehead day. As they're showing Marcus, and they have him in this kind of funky looking Ranger uniform. I mean, it's my main game flawless now, so I'd say it's good, it's fine. Sometimes you have those days where you catch a raid, or you're one of the top streamers in the directory, and you get a lot of new followers, which is usually something that I always hope for, is to grow community. As far as the game and the developers, I think it's a bit overrated. They're doing a lot of interesting stuff this year. A lot of it I don't personally agree with the expiring sets, and I don't think the gameplay's improved really at all. They did add co-op ranked, which I think is a good game mode, and it's usually pretty user friendly for no money spent, which is still true, but the game's full of little bugs. There's people that are using Zins on Xbox, so crossplay is kind of a non-starter, at least for myself. I'm not going to be playing at a disadvantage against all that stuff, and yeah, I don't know. Hopefully next year is the year that it makes a big leap on the game, because these graphics are kind of outdated. Supposedly next year they're going to stop supporting like the PS4 generation, so we'll see if they actually make a big leap. Just signed a contract with General Electric Appliances, doing the deliveries for them. Got a couple trucks, 3 drivers. Currently working on a 4th, so you can consider some other things. Getting things lining up. Contract start in 4 weeks. Very excited. Hey, that's awesome, buddy. How big of a region are you guys going to carry then, or cover BSOTO? Like 100-mile radius or something? Because I can't think that people are buying appliances constantly. And I guess it depends on how much of a population area you're in too. Because if there's, you know, millions of people within your business, then yeah, there probably is a bunch of appliances going in. I'm kind of in a spread out agricultural area out here in California. I live close to where Carney lives, so I would imagine people that have that type of business here would have to cover a lot of ground at least. What's up, Jenny? How you been? Good to see you. We're on 90, so we should have got the BR pack. Closing in on this. That's probably another 5-6 games, at least. Hopefully, you could just get a good run and maybe get the 9 wins as well. Be nice to really zap on down the track, but at least for now, I want to get to the 100. Got to finish some things. Feeling better, yeah. Thank you for asking. I got the what do we call it? Antibiotics, or seemingly doing a great job. Still cough a little bit, but not like it was. That cough was lingering and had been around for like 6 weeks, and it was time for that to go. So yeah, I'm doing good. I'm glad to see you, and I need to pop into your streams and talk about my feelings. Been going through a lot of feelings this week. A lot of new homes currently under construction. Hundreds of houses with contracts on those new homes. Man, that sounds like a great deal, BSOTO. I hope it's a big money maker for you and your family and anybody that comes in as a driver and all that good stuff. So are you still working at your job, BSOTO, or are you just completely focused on the business right now, if I can ask? Let's see. No, Ginny's really cool. Yeah, you should follow Ginny. She does something unique. I know there's other mental health streamers too, but yeah, she's very consistent, and yeah, just drop her a follow. Here, I'll make it even easier for you, follow, so you don't have to leave chat. Bang, there you go. Eastern Shore, so very nice beach house neighborhoods under construction. All the homes will have the contract with GE. You're going to be doing all the deliveries. Now, are you guys going to install them too, BSOTO, or is it just like bring it there and the construction guys put it in or something? It'd be nice just to drop it off and skedaddle out. Easy for me to say. So I'll probably be here towards the top of the hour. I'm sorry. I thought I answered. I started rambling. But yeah, we'll be here for a little bit more. Weekend will be hit and miss because of my daughters get baptized tomorrow, and then my youngest daughter turns 2 Sunday. God, I thought that was off the plate. Like, not off the plate, but like down in a way where you couldn't pull it out. Yeah, probably like 45 more minutes. Usually I try to get off at 6 local time here. This Chris Mead has a weird stance. Don't remember seeing that card up there. Yeah, kind of a big weekend. Then we're going to also we're going to go check out the circus on Sunday as well. Stick around and chat a little. Currently working, quitting in about 4 weeks. Dedicate your time to it. Install as well. Every install is additional money in the pocket, so the installs are better. Right on, buddy. Have you considered having your drivers like live stream? Set up the remote cameras in the trucks or something. Before you say like nobody would watch, like there's people that watch like these taco trucks and all kinds of different IRL things on Twitch. So I would tune in just because I would want to support BSoto. Also, maybe I could learn some around the house techniques to be a better handyman. Got the tab open. Thanks, Bo Diggity. Alright, so we're leading off with the lefty. Yeah, it could be fun, right? I mean, I wouldn't say like go spend a ton of money on that when you're launching a business, but it could be something to think about just for like, a few extra bucks coming in. Have like a body cam of the job.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I think kick is a scam, to be honest. Not saying that it's bad for the streamers that are over there, but I don't think Stake is gonna like front a streaming site forever. And I think it's really just designed to get people to get hooked to gambling. We'll see. They're using Amazon's streaming services, so Twitch is probably in a way benefiting from Kick's success. Although it's a subsidiary, of course. Twitch is a subsidiary of Amazon, since Amazon owns them. One thing you would say is investing in a mic that you can have on you, whether you're using the phone or PC, but the one on you. Big thing you wish you had need to get. But I know a few people that have streamed over there and they're trying to get their affiliation or whatever it is, their sub button. I registered so nobody else can grab my name and pretend they're me showing my VODs or any of that type of thing, but I don't have any intentions to be over there for now. If they threw me a big contract or something, then, you know, money does talk.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, of course. I'll just permit you here in a second.
No, that's foul.
Let me pause the game. I don't think I realized you were over there, Ginny, to be honest. Oops. Wrong go. No, it's okay. It's been a long at bat anyway, so it's fine. Reset my eyes. Good to see you, Steve. How are you doing, sir? He was going breaking pitch fastball, breaking pitch fastball, so I was sitting fastball, and that wasn't it. So coding. What are you coding right now? Steve's like, don't bother asking what I'm coding. You don't need to know. You're not a senior developer. All right, Tucker gets there late.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 27.
Let's go to Sims.
Your attention, please. Now pitching, Lucas.
Oh, your opinion. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought you meant you had your kick link. I misunderstood you. This game, I mean, it keeps your eyes. You do catch up with chat more than maybe like Madden, but yeah, I'm always kind of looking here at this monitor, and then I have chat like right there. And then a lot of times I notice I talk to the monitor, like I'm talking to you directly, but I should always try to remember to look at the camera. But I don't always do that in case my eyes are not directed to you guys. And some people don't want direct eye contact, but yeah, that's Donnie for you. Just we're clarifying. No, it's all good. Yeah, tell us what you think. Almost never look at the camera. I don't really know what it does. My understanding was like it slows down the pitch speeds to like rookie or something on Legend, but I don't know, buddy. I thought you needed to buy a special controller or something for it too, but another reason to avoid Xbox, and in my opinion, we're playing against you. Welcome back, Chaos. Nothing wrong with Xbox. I think Xbox is a great console. I'm not a console war guy. Just happened to be on PS5 this generation, and PS5 doesn't have the cheating, and Xbox runs smoother this time around. You just missed the homer. Working on back-end coding Java language on the mobile app. Should be too, right? Yeah, it's a slow runner. Oh, what's up, Fato Castro? Posada the God. You think for, quote, somebody like you don't want to draw shorter conclusion either. You attract vulnerable people. Wouldn't want your community to go to Kick, even if it paid you more for that kind of content. They can run into you simply on the front page. Want people who don't have mental health related communities to come see the same point though as well. So just not somebody like you. I may be misunderstanding. So you're opposed to Kick. You think that people that are gambling, you don't want to be a landing spot for people that are taking big losses gambling wise. Not a safe. Lacks moderation. All right, now I got you. Yeah, that's true. It does seem more Wild West out there, right? Good to see our buddy Fatso Castro. Yeah, I thought like everything was allowed there, but I guess that's not how it's supposed to be, at least. Fatso Castro, any fun weekend plans, buddy? I think I got there. Too far underneath. Dang it. That's close. It's long at that, too. I guess you really get Vita Blue out of there, and there he goes. I mean, I wanted Vita to stay, but better move for my opponent. Don't think I have a left-handed hitter. Let's double check. Could go Walker, but then I don't have a catcher, so we won't do that. Ginny, have you gone over to browse that platform yet? And if so, have you looked to see if there's mental health streamers? BetterHelp. What's BetterHelp? Sounds really familiar to me. I think I'm thinking of Super Better, which was a website that was popular like a decade ago. Oh, first thing you saw on the front page was a streamer torturing a viewer. Well, that's not good. Obviously. Targeted ads everywhere. I mean, Mixer had the backing of Microsoft. I don't know that I would put Kick up there yet. Then again, who knows how much money they're making in crypto and gambling stake is.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
I'm just trying to say, like, Mixer was like legit, right? Like, or at least it should have been a legitimate contender to Twitch, and it was around for a long time. I feel like this is going to be more of a fly-by-night deal, but we'll see. I do like the concept of, you know, higher streamer splits and keeping more of your income, but yeah, I'm here on Twitch for a reason. Sold to Facebook, Pinterest, and a few other things. Misrepresented HIPAA compliance. Yeah, selling info is a bad issue. I don't think it's enough attention in today's society. You agree to those cookies, and you almost have to if you want to access a lot of these websites. And then you don't really know what all you're signing away. I mean, I know you could open it up on your phone, but it's, you know, microscopic print and all that. They're finding out a lot about us off our phones. Not being allowed to do something that's reasonable, not to mention how will it get advertisers. Yeah, I think the only people that are going to want to advertise on Kick are going to be, you know, adult sites, gambling sites, whatever. Maybe some energy drink things, or, you know, alcohol or that type of deal. But I don't think they're going to appeal to like McDonald's or, you know, some type of broad company like Twitch could.
Shortstop, Willie Adames. Your attention, please. Now,
If you Google therapy, they're everywhere. Prime, how are you doing, Prime? Thanks for the follow. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. Alright, I gotta get some runs going. Run out of at-bats.
the left fielder.
Pull them in, go for it. Do you want me to make you a poll, or do you just want to ask the fellas? Chat always has that ebb and flow to it, but I think Flawless and Chaos and some of the other buddies are around. Probably others are working. Not the physical poll. Oh no, I got the out. Coming today with a laugh from this one person. Chaos is here, right? Ask Chaos. Chaos has some good advice. Alright, Flawless and Chaos are checking in. I swung it was probably ball 3. Winnable game, but opponent got the run across. I didn't, and credit to them. I didn't have any hits that game. That was rough. He pitched well. Kept thinking I was having decent at bats, but obviously wasn't the case. All right, BR, how are we doing on these player programs? Oh, is that you? I thought it might be you, because a lot of times people will follow and then they'll chat post game. How's BR treating you? Are you close to the end of the program? Adames is close. That'll help me. Adames and Verdugo and a couple more wins. I may try to get the 150 out of there, but man, I'm ready to go play some event. I don't love VR and playing with all those Brawlins guys. Hey, yeah, Warriors and A's. Hopefully we find a way to keep the A's around. Been a tough couple days here for A's fans, and on the field is pretty bad right now too. Love seeing another Oakland location. Right on, buddy. Yeah, I'm glad you found the stream. Match somebody, immediately started offering a massage. They live 2.5 hours away, and you're like, yeah, lol, okay, yeah, exactly. Who drives 2.5 hours to give a massage? Well, they wanted more than a massage, right? Why would you drive that far, even if they won't see it? Sogard lead off. Yeah, I need to grind out the Sogard mission out here. I thought Ginny was on Bumble, but yeah, that's the problem, man. It's nice to make friends and offer a friendly occasionally on event, but BR you just gotta battle through it and try to get those wins when you can. And yeah, you won fair and square. I had a hard time getting you out. You had 4 hits and I wasn't hitting anything that game. Maybe continuing here. Don't feel like I'm making that bad of swings, but I must be. Oh, you did download Hinge. Yeah, I mean that's the game, right? Like, yeah, the RNG can be a little rough, especially when we're talking about all these, bronze and silver guys. But no, you won fair and square, buddy. I'm hoping Golden State gets it done on Sunday. Level up that series. Trying a new draft strategy, mostly pitchers. Hinge is interesting. Had no idea about anything about it. Yeah, Vida. I was surprised to see Vida. I didn't realize it was 99 Vida. I almost never hit well against Vida. The one I hit with Olsen, I feel like you probably left him in lefty-lefty. Because it's tough to hit lefty-lefty. I was just underneath that one a bit. And then that was it for Mr. Blue. But I was trying to get to him. So yeah, tell us about Hinge. Hope that gets down. Get down. Oh, he makes the diving touch. All right, good play. Yeah, it's annoying how bad the energy meter is this year, for sure. What the heck? Flawless. I thought the only swinging we were doing was here on MLB The Show. Hey, it's all good. Apps are just apps. You can always delete them. Tucker makes the shoelace grab. That's crushed. I mean, I feel like that ball's down and away, right? Like, did I get it over the plate too much? The pars are so big this year, even with pinpoint stuff. Yeah, I guess it's hittable. It's fine. Credit works too. You don't necessarily write a bio. Well, what do you write? Three-year relationship, 2 partners off Tinder, not opposed to meeting online. Domus grabs it. Super variety of prompts, voice and videos and pics. Here's Zuniga. Zuniga throws hard. And catfishing. Hey buddy, thanks for coming through. I hope you come by and chat anytime. I stream just about every day, and glad we got some mutual fandom there together. Tinder's the best. Always find somebody to verse on Mario Kart. Do you care if a guy is 5'9", 5'10", and lies on the bio saying 6'0"? Hey, that's a good question. Turn on with Pena Alonso. If he drops it for a strike, he's going to ring me up. Looking at just. It's It's a good swing with Pena, but it's going to die out. Only if you're under that. Even still, I'm not trying to care. Since you're literally 5'10", don't care about height, but it sucks when you're taller. Cal's 5'4". 15 minutes speed dating. Start every message with, "Do you play Mario Kart?" Did you really? Oh, that time the dive got him. Got him good. Most said yes, but none had switches. They were liars. Not everybody does. I thought you guys were already friends. Maybe not. Dude, it is sweaty as heck. I played with Chaos and Ginny one day. They're ridiculous. I hope that drops in. Not a good swing, but a good result. Yeah, you guys throw it in the Discord or throw it in chat, whatever's handy. I think all three of you are in the Discord. But Floss isn't Floss in Discord. I forget what he is. Optimus Prime or something funky, I think. Ginny and Chaos have the same names in Discord. Got it remastered on Switch, it's fire. Have a Switch, just not the game. On your Switch, got a lot of Pokemon games. What's the best Pokemon game? My son's getting really into it of late. Ginny, can't you just copy and paste it from your chat? Or are you mobile? Everybody add everybody on the Switch. Scarlet and Violet was good. There we go. If you see Big O, that's my son. We probably will defriend you, and then I'll have to refriend you. Like the Legend of Akuris? Is that what it is? You can drop it in the chat. Drop it like it's hot. Like Snoop Dogg. Oh diggity, done driving, can chat for a bit before you do the grocery shopping. Oh nice, buddy. How was your drive? Munster is on your lap. Munster doesn't want to contact hi, Ginny. There we go. It's Chaos code. Yeah, Odiggity knows. We all know what bedtime means around here. Oh, sorry guys, I'm going to bed. It's like 6 p.m. where she's at. Hey, that could be the Hinge profile, 420 friendly, and it was just 420 the actual date. So that would be good. Misplayed it by Tucker. He did not break, and she'll stay 1-1. Yeah, who wants to play some Nintendo Switch right now? Ginny's ready. Mario Kart action. You guys can taunt each other in my chat. Differentiates between nicotine and pot. Well, so do I. Those are different things. Bumble doesn't. Chaos will play. Chaos is down to get down. How does Olsen not grab that? It was trying to bounce that ball in the dirt. We're gonna get this out, but 2 runs here. Jimmy's like, let me get my switch. Good old monster. I don't agree with that rule. Cats have to move. Cats can move. They're agile. They'll be okay. We need 2. Here comes Hader. He just got updated. Is anybody too off against lefties? I guess we'll see upper players. Oh, you're having the night tonight, warming up, going to knees. Hit by pitch. There we go. Now when he turns around, gets on the table, looks at you in the eyes, and tips something over. Donnie versus Beanie Rays. Who's the best out of the Australian switch players? You are, yeah. You were really tough when we were playing the other day. Oh, Fatso Castro's in chat. I think he's lurking. He should jump on and play some Mario Kart with you guys too. Good pitch. I thought it was missing for a ball, and I swung right try for that. Separate questions. Jammed up. Cat only comes around to get patted. Other than that, stays to himself. Merc's really good on 64, sucks at 8. Retro Chris is you. Added all 3 of us. Thanks, buddy. Good thing about the Switch Online is it's usually cheap, right? The cost. I'm gonna crush that with a Dominus. I think I better get back to first. Try to keep this game alive. Accepted, luckily, in the family group. Like $5 here. Yeah, it is cheap. For sure. Lefty, lefty, contact stuff. I guess we go Cabrera. No comments on the massage? Oh yeah, I made a little joke about it, about the thing, but no, I think that's bad. I mean, somebody wants to drive 2.5 hours, they want to do more than give you a massage, and I mean, you know, hookup culture, whatever. That's up to everybody to make their own decisions, but I feel like you might get a very persistent, if I understood things correctly, you might get a very persistent visitor that just drove out super thirsty from, you know, God knows where to yeah, to try to pursue things that you may not want to pursue to that degree. Yeah, why drive that far, right? Maybe meet halfway in between for lunch and then, you know, see where things go. Oh, I give the best massages. Okay, you know, fine, but cheesy sit-ups like tryhards. I don't know if anybody's running a cheesy setup, but Chaos and Ginny are both really good. Gosh, I thought that was going to sneak in. I think I have time for one more quick game, and then we'll sign off for the day. I was hoping to finish this up today, but haven't had any good runs, and as you guys know, head isn't quite there with recent developments. Yeah, that's weird. No interest other than laughing. I guess I would say, you know, sometimes it's fun to string along like a scammer and just see what their end game is, but you don't want to risk your data. It may not be worth it, honestly, to deal with having that person around. Boy, they got Pudge juiced up with the power here. I usually don't hit that well with them. I think I'm going to grab Jazz. Okay, so Adamas. We got close with Adamas. Didn't finish him. Hopefully this game. Two-hour driving meeting seems crazy. Travel city on a whim. Yeah, like if you've been talking to each other for a while, that's one thing, but that seems super sus to me. I would not encourage you to pursue that. If you want my advice. And I'm the one that's like, yeah, hey, Jenny, shoot your shot, have fun, you know? But, yeah, that deal sounds bad. Let's grab Klay Thompson's brother, Trace Thompson. It's not that you're not worth spending time with and that you're not worth the drive or something either. I don't mean to make it sound that way. It just, yeah, that seems weird. Right? I mean, cost of gas, effort. It's going to be a 5-hour round trip just to come do a massage. Like, there's nobody around there to massage. And I mean, I know people use the apps to meet people, but still, yeah, it just seems weird. Yeah, they're expensive these days. Take it, right? Yeah, that's definitely a shook emote there. Offered to massage somebody they were talking to, very kind. Have to stop if you're told. Just asking about it, using it as code word. No, I mean, somebody over at your house or something. Oh, hey, yeah, you know, that's way to start physical contact and, you know, see where things go. But as far as yeah, an opener, no. Chaos is playing. Ladies, man, chaos. Used alcohol. Let's go. Do we want to go Jonah Heim or Cruz? I think Cruz. Heim just hit a 3-run homer against the Athletics in real life. Chaos loves the alcohol. Using reverse psychology, making you think wants nothing more when he does. I hit pretty well with this card, so I may grab him. They didn't give India much power. Same thing with cuddling. Yeah, cuddling's code, right? I mean, it could just be what they're claiming, but we'll grab Stevenson for like a pinch runner type. 0 chance. Reddit would tell you the same thing. Yeah, I concur. Tend to not ask Reddit. Apparently, just come here. I mean, Reddit, it has its benefits and drawbacks, right? One thing though is you get that kind of group feeling about things with Reddit. So you can kind of get an indication of how numerous people would think about it due to the upvote downvote system, but it does. I think the drawback is that it becomes an echo chamber at times as well, where you just get a lack of different opinions and you know, discussions can kind of derail that way. Can any of these guys play in the infield? Verdugo can't. Fletcher can't. Was trying to get Cruz a spot in there. Cruz would be a good pinch hitter, though. I guess we could move Chisholm in. But I need Sogard. Does Sogard play first? No. We could move Arenado over, I guess. This may not be the best defensive setup, but we'll get this sorted here in a minute. Alright, so Chisholm, instead of being DH, will be at second base here eventually. I saw it messing around. Right, there we go. So now we got Cruz in there. He's kind of a big bopper bat at times. So hopefully this can go well for an entry. Been single 7 years. Been talking to a few people, not interested in dating, and you told them that. Oh yeah, roast me seems like a terrible Reddit. It seems like that would like lead somebody to want to do self-harm or something. I guess some people post their like if they have terminal illness or something, just to kind of laugh at the situation. Some people have that dark humor, but yeah, roast me seems like a terrible Reddit, honestly. Although I don't judge all of Reddit based off of one sub, because there's just, you know, it's like a huge forum now. It used to be, you know, we had those, you know, sports forums and different things back in the old days. Now Reddit kind of sucked out all that space for the most part. Only homers for chaos. Had one that kept pushing the issue. Mookie Betts going to be playing some second base, or excuse me, some shortstop here soon. I messed something up somewhere along the way. Sogard was supposed to be at third. Yeah, Hicks and Sogard is messed up. There we go. I'm glad he caught that ball. Yeah, hold the boundaries, right? That should have been in, right? That was a perfect release. How does that ball end up there? It could be a visual glitch, but it's weird when stuff misses that way. Not that I get that many perfect releases, but that was like right on the money.
Batting third, the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Ball one. Count 1-0.
So they got that annoying 1877 Cars for Kids commercial going. I've heard that's a really bad charity. Don't know if that's true, but I heard it's like super religious, pushy on the kids that go to the camps and stuff. Plus that set of commercials is really annoying. Blocked her yesterday. He was getting on the nerves. Updating the software and then getting ready. It's just getting a piece of everything right now. Jimenez takes it foul. Boy, this feels like a long at bat. There we go. Threw it somewhere they couldn't get the bat to it, apparently.
Leading off for Oakland, the third baseman,
Okay, so we're facing Justin Steele. Just in case.
Ball one, no strike.
I think there's sinker, slider, sweep, and change.
Ball, that counts.
The cough got me that time. Eric Sogard. Nerd power. Oh my goodness, that was crap. Lefty, lefty. 409. Oh, back-to-back perfect swing starts there. Salvador Perez with a home run. That baby's gone. 446. Here's Charisma Jazz. That's a perfect swing. What is happening here? Am I cracked? Am I good at this game? Jazz didn't have enough power to go Oppo Taco.
1-0.
Surprised my opponent is not getting still out of there.
2-0.
And Adamas gets a knock. Verdugo, Arenado, and Fletcher do up. Little over the top of that one.
He's in there. Hey.
That's the runner.
Ball 1.
Nice. Boom shot. Arenado's got big power against lefties, and weapons blasted. He go. Guessing we didn't get the PXP from that. All right, let's try to get him one more quick game, I guess. Usually like to jump off at 6, but we started late. We're on 91. Sogard's got a ways to go. Verdugo does too, but Adamas is really close. So that could get us to 95 in our 10 bundle. So let's play for our 10 bundle and hopefully get a win. Alright, so let's go with Kluber. What's up, Mook? Doing okay. Getting towards the end of the
Leading for San Diego, the first baseman.
what is it, the gold at the end of the rainbow or whatever. We're getting towards our pot of gold here at the end of BR. What are the chances your Switch will die if it's on 6% charging? I don't know. Probably pretty good odds it's going to die. Although if it's charging while you play, I've never played it that way. I usually just play docked and once in a great while on handheld. And if I play handheld, it's always like 100% charged. Oh, what's up, buddy? Here's Deadso. But great to see Mook. Great to see Deadso. How's your weekend looking, Deadso? Did a few tops moments. Hyped. You unlocked Charisma Jazz earlier. Very nice.
Oh, that's out.
I think I'm close to that card, but I've been focused on the core collections, and I'm going to grab Griffey or whoever and sell them here from BR and have those stubs towards Sosa and Jeter. I've already got McGuire done. Snowman always stocked. Yeah, same here. That's a good swing. I mean, I went away. I ran in, so he probably was looking away. And Fatso, buddy, I know you were sick like a week ago, right? And we were talking about both being sick and stuff going around. I had to end up getting antibiotic deal, and it seems like it's starting to go away for me now. But that cough was just lingering. Are you dealing with like fever, chills, stomach issues? I'm doing good, Denso. You guys gonna be streaming co-op later? You and the boys? I enjoy when I get to pop by and watch you guys play. Oh, hey, T-Seal. There's a name we love to see. How are you doing, T-Seal? Alright, we're facing Bush, Cutter, Forcing, and the Curve. Only for communication. Yeah, it was so fun getting to watch you play and do your thing. Nice seeing a lot of the old faces. Yeah, you should fire up stream, man. Excellent streamer. Thought that might sneak through. It's just hit too weakly. We do get on though. Got back from playing Scramble with your friends. Epic round. Are you a good Scramble player? Dude, I would probably do a 24 like as a sub goal. Like we hit so many subs and then do a 24-hour. But I'd really have to do a lot of planning around it. I'm always afraid of like hurting my health doing a 24. I've done 17, so if I can do a 17, I could probably do a 24. Shot 7 under. That is an epic round. When you said Scramble, I thought you went to your friend's house and played Scramble the word game. God, that's stupid because I know you love golf, T-Seal. I don't know why my brain thought that. We'll get a 2-run homer with Salvador Perez. Dead so gifted a tier 1 to 1,000 subs. My brain looked over and saw 1,000 subs, and I thought maybe like a corporate company came in here or something. That got me good. But that was, hey, thanks for the big gifted sub, buddy. Not that I don't appreciate, a gifted sub, but I saw the 1,000 subs and like, what the heck? I was waiting for chat to just like explode for a minute. Hey, that was classic. A lot of things went right. Couple chip ins, some nice long putts. But yeah, that was great. That was great. So put a smile on my face. Are you the best player out of the group that you played with today, T-Seal, or is everybody about equal? Sometimes being the best player in a scramble is stressful because you feel like you need to hit good shots all the time and that you can't just like be super aggressive. I typically would be the best player in the scrambles that I've played in throughout my life. So that usually meant hit last. And if somebody did hit a nice drive into the fairway or something, then you could really try to, not necessarily overswing, but really try to rip the ball as hard as you could type of deal, which is nice. Go for a green in 2 or try to drive a par 4 or something. That's reachable. One of your friends is much better, but it was a group effort tonight. You getting any new clubs lately? I haven't been out this year. Soon. Been dealing with allergies. Been dealing with a lingering cough, and sorry to hear Fatso Castro was feeling sick because I don't think this was going to go away. Maybe in the summer it would have burned off or something. But I've been coughing for such a long time. I know some of it was probably allergy related too, but man, it was just lingering forever. All right, got the lead after that half inning. Let's make the move to the bullpen. Third time out this year. All done with the store. Did they have your Dr. Pepper, buddy? Opponent's paused. Not really sure why. Same thing. Took the meds to clear it up. Yeah, everybody in the house, it's like we've just had like a little bit of stuff lingering around, and it was going. I don't know if it was different little bugs, and the kids were passing it back and forth. Of course, their immune systems are weak because they're young. Plus, we had everybody kind of staying inside the house during the pandemic, so now they're building up their immune systems. But old dad is kind of a homebody too, so I if they get some sniffles, and I end up picking it up. One of your friends playing Mario Kart, going to see if you can join hers. Hey, that's cool. No problem.
Hold one's the count.
Is she streaming, Jenny? Your friend? Oh, I forgot I had Sogard in the wrong spot. I meant to switch out the defense and didn't do so.
Batting fifth. The catcher.
Oh, this dude wasn't that bad of a play, but yeah, Sogard and not Hicks. There we go. Yeah, Hicks. Need to change positions.
0-1.
So Will Smith went diamond. I don't know if any of you guys had any good investments going. I didn't try it this time around. I'm usually not a big investment show player. If I want to make stubs, I'll probably flip. But maybe this year we'll try some investing. Forget who else went diamond. I think Vladimir Guerrero Jr. went diamond. I'm trying to think of who all was on the front. Hater from the Padres. The perfect throw down there, and he's safe. Man, I thought I had him. T-Seal, how are you liking the show this year? Have you been playing much or not as much this year? Let's put a Blake Trident.
Your attention, please. Now, wait. Right there.
What a play from Jazz. That saved the run. So, hey, Jazz out of position. He's got charisma everywhere, apparently.
The center field.
Keeps us in front.
Got him.
Batting ninth. The designated hitter. Nelson Cruz.
Big swing in the nose.
0-1's the count.
Back to the Bo Diggity Cave. Yeah, pop that one up. I was trying to see who's on. I'm sitting here kind of half distracted. Line up a raid for us. That's why I'm looking.
Now batting. Third baseman. Aaron Sogard.
Nope, that's foul. That's a ball.
Just laid off on that one.
Two balls, two strikes.
It's an excuse me swing. Sogard's not particularly fast. And he won't beat that out. Prime Sogard probably would have had like 70-ish speed. But,
The right fielder. Mike.
he's getting up there. It's alright. Yeah, you got back-to-back lefties. Let's go to shape.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Now pitching. And
Yarborough looks bad.
take this.
see if we can get out Yastrzemski.
Now coming into the pinch hit, Jim Anderson.
TA7, favorite of White Sox fans coming up. And this is Freddie. Gotta make him earn it, right?
3 balls, 1
Nice
strike.
try too.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
The first baseman, number 50,
A little late delayed swing by Lou Gehrig, and gets on. Schwarber. That's a good take. Guessing he might have just been folding the side of the layoff on the pitch, but I'll put that pretty much where I wanted to. Getting aggressive on the base running is going to work out there. And we get him swinging through the slider, so hey, 12-0, hope stay alive. Let me see. Like I've been saying, I may not be the best at expressing it. I think there's like a bonus of rating folks that you haven't rated recently. And trying to spread the raids around. That way everybody gets a look at some different streamers.
Myself and think of
So try
myself
not
as
to always rate the same
man of
viewers
faith.
every time. But I think I've
As there's a
rated
drive in a deep left field
Arrow
by Castellanos, it will be a home
and
run.
Oregano and Lawbanger more recently than
And
I've
so
rated
that'll make it a
Shawno.
4-0
So I'll rate
ball
Shawno
game.
tonight, and then we'll do it again tomorrow. Hope you guys check out Shawno. All the other buddies are really cool too, so check them all out if you don't have them. I got Lawbanger, we got Demon Chase on. Oregano I don't have a command for. Let me just give him a shout. Oregano's a great kid, and we'll get them all raids within the next week or so, but let's take it to Shawno right now, and hopefully it pulls you over. I know Twitch has been really bad with raids here of late. Before we leave, let's open our packs though. Packs on packs. Would do a predictor, but it's only 10 standard, so let's see if we can break the diamond list player streak. It's been a minute for me. Yeah, I'm going to raid. Hopefully they'll make it with you. Chaos is... He's at least in Discord. He typed in the lounge his Switch code. And then, I don't know about Floss. I haven't seen him chat for a minute. Shawno has a Switch. I don't know if you'd be willing to switch games, but Shawno's got a Switch, so maybe you guys can coordinate in there for some Mario Kart action as well. Hope you have a great night on Mario Kart, great night on Hinge, Bumble. Yeah, we're going to go to Shawno here momentarily. Who's playing? Don't want them left behind. I hear you. Win, shout out. Hey, we'll get you a raid soon, buddy. We got no diamonds. Please check out Shawno, and hopefully Shawno raids you and you raid Shawno, because you guys are more later night than I am. And make a friend if you don't already have him. Appreciate everybody. I'll keep battling for the green and gold here as best I can. And this weekend you may or may not see me a whole lot. Baptism, birthday parties, but I'll be in touch. You guys be in touch, and everybody